All right. Let's get it started.
Sephiroth.
Opening up tonight, we got Wilsonator versus Tsumi.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wilsonator, for those who don't know, a proud employee of the international, sorry, not international, the IRS, you know the one. Can't see any other reason why he'd be rocking that. Versus Tsumi. Strong player Tsumi. I should know. He just took the first stock. Good idea there to try to catch the teleport just a little off. I mean, to be fair, he's playing Sephiroth. His hitboxes, it's tough to connect. Pretty tiny. That one will do. Feels like a pretty even matchup, these two. Honestly, just looking at them, you could tell me they're brothers, and I would believe you. Wilsonator making all sorts of faces, not sure about what. Yep, you got it though. Wilsonator with the big eye roll. Not sure what else he was expecting there. Is now struggling to have to play the offensive here. Yep. Like to take it here, just barely doesn't catch Palutena recovering high. Big back end will take it. Trap hasn't been able to get him yet all set. He'd really change the matchup if he could. What's on? Risky. Teleport just to get away from him. Eats a lot of damage. We've been unable to hit Wilsonator in a while. Wilsonator catches Tsumi on the high recovery, drop down fair to steal back game 1 after playing behind the whole time. I don't think he ever had the lead, and he ended up winning.
Start battle. Sephiroth. Palutena. 3, 2, 1, go!
Wilsonator comes out in the lead this game. Position, I'm sure he'd like to hold here. Tsumi has had trouble catching him in the air all game, and that is a huge thing with Palutena. Counter at the ledge strap. Takes Tsumi's first stock. Saw him try that a little earlier on in game 1. Didn't work. Tsumi maybe assumed he'd give it up. He pulls it out one last time and it works. Great teleport back air. Waits out the counter. Wilsonator falls far. Tsumi does not punish him on the regrab. Another drop down forward air catches Tsumi. Just lives this time. Hey. Miss space back air. Gets caught with a full charged F smash. And what looked promising for Tsumi at the start of the set is quickly looking dire. He's now down to full stock. Missed counter. Ledge trap. He hasn't been very successful at this set. Finally catches him high. Keeping the trap going. Finally gets out of it. Nice catch on the jump high, and he's evened it up. Oh my goodness. Wilsonator tried to end it there with a shield break. An amazing roll from Tsumi. Oh my goodness. Wilsonator has just played a dominating game from those platforms. He's caught him with the Skittles every time. Just about. Tsumi gonna eat 100. Be in death percent here. One swipe will do it. Not that one, though. That one will. Wilsonator closes it out. Big explosive win to start off the tourney tonight. And welcome. It's good to be here. Fine Friday night here at the grind. 200 and something. It's a frigid night out. Really cold, windy. Had trouble getting my car started. Just barely got here on time. I'm glad I did, otherwise I would have missed that set. Thank you all for being here. Up next, we're going to be getting second match on stream, Squidplumber versus ComboFreak.
Yo,
What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
What's up? You're right, you did come on commentary.
Yeah.
Did you get that buy I was talking about?
I wish I did. I played my round one. It was 2-0.
For who?
For me.
For you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
I'm glad.
I'm waiting on my next match. I think I play Zexyyy next, I believe.
All right.
Yeah.
It would have been worse if you had lost. You would have come on
Yeah,
here
it
in
would
a
have
bad
been much
mood.
worse. But I had to pull it back in redemption.
Yeah, you know Playground?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he always does. Comes here when he loses. It's like, I don't want to hear about it. Comes on here, he goes, man, I got him to 180. Pit sucks. What do? I'm at 60. He gets one F smash and I die. I
That's
go,
all
man,
right.
oh, man, that sucks.
That's the best option you got.
Well, you got to hit him to
Yeah,
do that, so I think that's what he struggles with.
Yeah, Pit, even though he has, like, you know, swords, they're like daggers. They don't really reach that far.
He don't. He's got really limited range. Yeah, so he's got to rely on his double jumps. Because it's more than double if you can do it more than twice.
Yeah, his multiple jumps, we'll say that.
His many jumps. He's got other things, I assume.
His nairs.
His nair. Yeah, that's
I mean, he does have like a couple of good grab combos at low percent, like down the up smash, something like that.
He's got the down air combos where
Yeah.
you can like reconnect on the platform.
Start the battle.
It's a good thing we're talking about Pit because neither of them are going to play Pit coming up.
So who do we got here? We got
We got Squidplumber who's playing Byleth as of recently.
What?
Oh yeah, you didn't know about that? He's switched to Byleth. Pretty committed, might I add.
Really?
Yeah, has not switched off as far as I know. And we got ComboFreak.
okay.
Who I thought was a Street Fighter player, but I don't think it's the same guy.
Well, I gotta go play my match.
Oh, you
I will
do?
be back. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the commentary.
No problem.
You killed it. It's just is what it is. ComboFreak versus Squidplumber. I know everybody excited for Squidplumber. Even with this career transition he has undertaken, really exploring new genres, new possibilities. A lot of his old fans, they're not big fans of this this musical shift, but you know, you just got to stick with it sometimes. You got to say this direction I want to go. And even if it's gonna suck for a while, I got to see it through. Otherwise, I didn't give it a full try. I don't apply that logic to my life, mind you. When things suck, I just stop doing them. But you know, don't let me and my ways stop you from your philosophy on life. Anyways, this is all to say Squidplumber's had it rough with the Byleth as we see him miss 2 big punishes, but also ComboFreak miss 2 big punishes, and then proceed to SD with the down air. It's just no holds barred cage match right now. Break it off the ledge from Squidplumber. Didn't have the right route on the up B. Best ledge trap. Squidplumber gets up safe. I have to ask. I'm not the TO, so I don't know this. As ComboFreak, perhaps burned their double jump, didn't get back. Has Squidplumber fallen in seeding as of recently, as a result of this Byleth pickup? Because if I was the TO, I mean, it just might be what I would have to do. Squidplumber's still a good player, but he's far from the player he was on Belmont. So I don't know. How do you go about seeding that? At least, and I'll give this to Squidplumber, he's committed to secondaries in a way that most players do not. Most Smash players, maybe, especially top-level players, will try a new character, maybe one tournament, if that, and then half-heartedly give up on that character the second it stops producing results. But Squidplumber has stuck true to this Byleth, despite it making the game far more difficult for him. Because right now, ComboFreak completely missing that punish, does get back with the flip kick, and will succeed at taking Squidplumber's second stock. Has not been the tightest game from both players. They've dropped a lot. Some of that can be attributed to being on stream, I'm sure. Crazy back air into upbeat. Squidplumber misses two big punishes, both of which could have ended game one. That'll do, Fo. Finally catches ComboFreak recklessly flip kicking back to stage. Secures game one. Not the slickest game for either player. Game one, ComboFreak deciding maybe the way to win this set. Dignity aside, is to try to cheese him with a little Mac. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I wouldn't have picked this matchup to do it, but if you don't got the confidence in one character, why not? Okay, online. Great parry up B. Just didn't kill. Little standoff there. Gets back to stage and removes the KO punch. Squidplumber takes the lead. Squid not thinking too hard about which aerials to use, kind of just swinging at any range with anything. It's done him okay so far, but ComboFreak has shown that he can punish out of shield. Almost got the combo extension on the platform. Even game now, ComboFreak KO punch online. Weak shield though, he's got to watch it. Let's have Squid in disadvantage. Tried to edge hog into KO punch, neither of which worked. Reckless. Yeah, just got caught on ledge one too many times. Combo Freak now in the lead. Oh, tried to catch him low with the up. He does get the tech. Combo Freak didn't have the vertical. Weak shield parry. Oh, no punish. Brutal from Squidplumber. Absolutely brutal. Had Combo Freak's shield down to dangerous levels, got back on stage with a perfect parry. Did nothing with the punish. Combo Freak will tie the game up 1-1.
Drewtwo and Spiffy on screen.
Stop the battle.
Oh, this is a good song. I don't usually say that. This one's a standout for me. I really like this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
Squid trying to avoid getting character switched on in this set. Combo Freak already with KO punch. We have a massive percent deficit. One big combo will do it. Ask me how I know. Huge momentum for Combo Freak. Squidplumber evens it up.
All right, I'm back. What I missed?
Oh, it's just been a good match so far. Combo Freak was on the ZSS to start the set.
Yeah.
Was really sloppy, I would say, in my opinion. Decided to switch to Little Mac, and then got a far more convincing victory in game 2.
Okay.
Right now it's evened up. How'd your set go?
I lost 2-0, but it was pretty close. Got him down to last stock on the first game. And second game, he got the download on me. I got like stock and a half.
That'll happen. That'll happen.
Just running back losers.
I believe you will.
Yeah. So
Get KO punch online. That's what people say.
Yeah. Oh, disrespect.
Finally gets the catch. Well, he was looking for that early in game 2, and he flubbed it. This time, finally gets it. Dash up F tilt. A huge move for Little Mac, and it's an even game.
Last game, last stock. Oh. I don't know what he's looking for there. It's
been a bizarre neutral to watch, I'll tell you that much. KO punch.
Oh my goodness.
He got aggressive at just the right time on the top platform. Combo Freak was not ready for it. What a catch from Squidplumber to take it 2-1.
That's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to be over top of Byleth. Up air is definitely something that can just chain into itself multiple times. Up smash super strong, as you just seen killed on top platform early.
It's true. It's
So
true.
just like-
Squidplumber, sticking with the Byleth, it works. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I only got to see that little bit of it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, how long has he been playing it? For 2 weeks?
Oh, it feels like a
Maybe.
month to me.
A month?
Yeah, it feels like it.
I haven't
I'm
been
sure
around
someone's
much.
keeping the data, but
Yeah, I haven't been around much to see. I haven't checked the VODs either. So, I mean, right now, I mean, it's not looking too bad. It's looking pretty decent.
well, I was talking about it, and you know, top players making big character switches to maybe characters that are higher tier than the one that they main. That's not,
Yeah.
that's not unusual.
Mhm.
What is unusual is committing very hard to it. You know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see a lot of top players, they'll maybe pull it out for one tournament.
Right, or like a
If
counter
that,
pick for
yeah.
one game or something like
Yeah.
that if it's close.
There's not a lot of commitment to it in my experience, but Squidplumber has been committing to this Byleth. He has not taken the brakes off, even though his results have kind of tanked as a result of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will ask you this question. If you're the TO, how do you see Squidplumber now?
Don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he could always, you know, pull out Simon.
He could, and that's kind of the trick. It's like
Yeah.
you don't have, because you know how good Squidplumber is as a player, but his results have absolutely
Just-
hit the floor
Yeah.
in comparison to where he was as a top in the region with Belmont. So I don't know, what do you do? Because you're right, he could just pull out Belmont anytime if he wanted to.
I mean, to be honest, if I'm honest about it, like if you want to pick up a new character or try out a new character in tournament, doing it at your local is probably the best thing to do.
well, yeah, I
Just
mean,
go
I'm
for national,
sure he's
pull
not
him out.
sweating it, but
Yeah.
I'm just, like, if I was the TO, I wouldn't know what to do. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I have to say.
It's just like, okay, I know how good he is, but his results ain't looking too good. But still, I mean, you never know.
It's an interesting question. Up next, we got Spiffy, Fox Wario, I believe, versus Drewtwo. I mean, there's no way to know who Drewtwo plays.
I was gonna go for the obvious and say Mewtwo, but I don't think that's it.
Mewtwo? Oh, yeah, good point.
Okay. I mean, it has 2 in the end, so I was thinking, you know, maybe Mewtwo. but
Hey, I got a question. How do you feel about people who have gimmick character names and then end up not playing that
but it's like the
character?
hardest just mix up ever.
Is that how you feel about it? I feel it's cowardly, in my opinion. But
So
you know,
we got a hero.
We
I
do have
haven't
a hero.
seen a hero since, I don't know, oh my god.
yeah, I don't. We haven't had many heroes here outside from the occasional sunfish.
Jank.
Being jank when he doesn't want to try anymore. And when the Fox and Rosalina are hurting his hands, I guess.
Take a break.
Take a break. Yeah, we just haven't had a lot of hero here, which honestly, I'm not going to complain. But you know, it's fun to see every now and then. You never know what could happen.
Yeah. I
They-
still
they-
feel like this character is kind of a little underrated. I'm not going to say a lot, because he does have some good stuff that he can do, even without the menu.
He sure does. That's one of the things. Kaboom, an
Yeah.
insane move. He's an odd character. Tough to place on a tier list.
Yeah.
Even tougher to face.
It's more of a, if you don't really know what he's going to do or know the matchup for like your character specifically, he's just going to run over you.
But I say let's not take a competitor's lens on this. Let's take the lens that Nintendo wanted to have when they made this character, and
part
that
of
is the YouTube viewer.
Yeah.
The YouTube viewer lens tells me Hero's sick.
Yeah.
Because if I look through that lens, this character's so wacky and cool. What do you think?
He has like everything that anybody would want. He has a menu that has like the randomizer for anything
Yeah.
you want, speed up, strength.
It's just like watching the poker games, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Except I think poker probably has a little more skill, but that's just my humble opinion.
I don't know. You're kind of speaking facts right now.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying.
I mean, I'm just saying, if we see a whack kill like now, then
Mhm.
it just like solidifies what we're talking about here. Oh, and let's not forget, you know, the crit hit that he gets out of a random smash attack that can just kill it like 20.
I think we all know the sort of things this character can do, and we may be present to one. But Spiffy is not a bad player, let me just say.
Yeah.
He may be struggling right now to close the stock he just did.
And as you speak it, there, takes it.
I don't know a lot about Drewtwo's hero, but I'm just going to assume that they all play the same.
I mean, it's
'Cause
not
if-
going too bad right now. I
I'm bad.
don't see
Huge
the reason
forward
for
air
that.
catch.
I don't think he's really going. Oh my goodness!
Spiffy
Ain't no really
making the big mistake of thinking he could air dodge through the kaboom. You cannot.
That thing is like a suction and then explosion.
Yep.
It locks you in.
Drewtwo takes stock number 2 and is beginning to mount a huge lead, but this is Wario.
Yeah, he has waft too. Full power.
He does have full waft.
I would think he doesn't want to use it on this second stop. He's going to want to use it on the last
Oh,
one. Combo.
Catch. He didn't get the catch he wanted, though. He was too high.
Oh, this is scary.
Tech chase.
Dodge
The other direction. He's got to put the offense on him. Drewtwo knows it.
I thought he was going to up smash, to be honest.
Yep.
This is a dangerous game here.
Ooh,
He had the right idea.
yeah. Catches him low, not quite yet. He needs to take the stock now. That's not what you wanted. Now you're in ledge trap situation, and Drewtwo takes it by honestly reading an incredible roll there with the flame smash. Got to give him credit.
Yeah.
Easy game 1 to Drewtwo.
I felt like either way, it was kind of hard to get out of the situation because if he neutral got up, he could have still hit him with it. So he tried to roll to get out of the way, but even that's just straight kill. And he could also just cancel it and just jump if he jumped from ledge. So.
That's true. He can do that.
Yeah.
There's just a wild world of options for this really funny character, isn't there? You ever notice it's the wackest characters that make me laugh the least?
It's because like you know what's coming before it even comes. You know it's gonna be something that's just like why.
It's the goofiest characters in this game that I find the least funny. But you know, let's try to take a less competitive perspective on it, I suppose.
The blessing of Sephiroth.
Yeah, sorry to hear that raised by bird. I'm sure it's a tough day out there. I don't know if you were driving out there, but
I did.
It's a blizzard out there.
Yeah.
It's easy to feel a little down on a day like this, I think.
Hand warmers are needed.
Hand warmers are needed. Maybe, you know what, honestly? Fresh cup of coffee. Nice. Maybe you're a tea person, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Fresh cup of tea. Maybe, honestly, you know what this is a great day for?
Hot cocoa, too. Hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa is good.
Scotch.
A little high in sugar, but
Oh my
sometimes
goodness.
we all need something sweet.
Yeah.
Drewtwo, man of many fortunes, he was buffed by at least 3 sources there.
Plus the
Immune to the motorcycle.
bounce. Lord.
One of the crazier stocks. You know, day like this, it's chili. You like chili?
Chili's good, yeah.
Chili good? It's tough, though. It's tough to make right. Oh, boy.
Someone help him.
Yeah,
Please.
Spiffy's not having a fun time right now. He's had all the trouble in the world getting in. I think Drewtwo has controlled the neutral, which is what you need to do to win as hero.
Okay, that was a good back air.
That was a good back air, but he's going to need a little more than just one back air. That'll be a good start.
Okay, 27.
Drewtwo with accelerate and psych up, it looks.
The only problem with this is, like, he's not going to be able to chase him. There's no way well. Unless he, like, bites at him, but still,
Yep.
that's not a smart thing to do. Especially with Hero. Only problem.
He's just had such a tough time getting in and staying in against Drewtwo. Good shield on the snooze. Catches him on the platform. Needs more damage than that and needs not to waste his waft.
I don't think that was a good idea to hit Waft there. Would have been better off trying to save it and maybe secure it with, like, a back air ledge or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what I think he was just a bit antsy to get it out there.
Maybe thought he'd catch him in a tech chase or something like that.
Oh no!
He knew he was going to shield. He knew he was going to shield. Don't throw it to him. All right. I thought he was going to look for the whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's what I mean about matchup knowledge. Because once he gets that psych up, you have to be careful with that because it doesn't even have to be a full charge. If it hits your shield, it's going to break it. So it's just better to just get out of there. You don't even want to be anywhere in there.
It's tough. I mean, he was trying to look for a shield punish, I would have to imagine. You just don't look for that very often. There's so many variables when playing against a character like Hero, especially if you're just trying to get your offense out, like your Fox or your Wario. You just run into an artillery fire, and you get blown
Lightning, bounce.
Bounce. That's
Everything.
another one. Yeah.
This man has a whole kit. Honestly, he legitimately has the whole kit. He has a reflector. He has projectiles. He has a sword, which basically has disjoints. He has a kill throw. If you have like psych up and everything on that, he pretty much has the whole kit.
Yeah, he's got everything.
I would say the only thing that he pretty much lacks is the frame data of his normals. But it's just like, if you use them right in the right spaces, you can do pretty well with it.
Well, God forbid, right?
Right.
God forbid he doesn't have the frame data.
Just take stuff from everybody.
Coming up next, you dropped into losers? You're
Yeah,
still? Okay.
I'm in losers.
I hope you're listening for your match, because I'm not.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Seagull,
Hard not to hail, son.
Seagull Joe versus Stitchface.
Stitch.
Stitchface. I believe Stitchface is a member of...
This another one of them tags that's, you know, a play on a character that's not the actual character they're going to play.
Maybe. I do know Stitchface as a member of Slipknot, famous band, yeah. I think it's the real him. He's here.
Yeah, coming through with the knowledge. Okay.
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Might be. You never know. I mean,
That would be hard, though, to get like a real metal superstar.
just
You know, we're getting some NFL players. Maybe not the NFL players I'd want, but you know, you had Le'Veon Bell for a while.
yeah.
As recently, we had Joe Burrow admit on public radio. On public that he was a Ness main, which I don't know why that didn't tank his stock immediately. But
The cancer.
yeah, people
throw.
instead on Twitter were like, "Oh my God, this guy plays Smash! How cool is that? This superstar athlete plays Smash." And I'm just sitting there thinking, I knew he was a Ness main. I could tell just by the way he was talking.
Smell it.
I could smell it.
Yeah, you just automatically tell me.
Anyways, yeah, we should get more celebrities into this, you know?
I mean, to be honest, with everything going on right now, it might help. It might, just a little bit, even if it's only a little bit, it might help.
Get Tom Holland in there. Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Who do you think Tom Brady would play?
I don't know if he's allowed to play this game with his kids anymore. I don't know the situation, so I can't comment.
Lead fifth on that one. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can branch out. I bet LeBron would play. I bet he would.
I mean, he's already in the game already, though.
Oh, yeah?
Think about it. Yeah, he's in, what's the name? Multiverse.
He's in multi. That's right, he is. Well, you know, he can play a good game, too.
Which is pretty much, you know.
You know, he has the options.
He's got the options, the money.
I think it's embarrassing he's sitting there playing, you know, Madden when he's already a professional athlete.
Hey, to each his own. Maybe he just feels like
Would it be worse if he played 2K? I guess a little bit.
it kind of would be redundant, wouldn't it?
It would be a little redundant.
You know,
I would feel a little silly.
it's like you're playing 2K, and you know you're this good at basketball in real life. You need to play 2K to solidify how good you are, top of the leaderboards. Man wants to make a point.
Well, they take their time getting set up, so it's no big deal.
See, I told you, he loud as I don't know what.
He is pretty loud, but he also knew you were up here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the stream could hear that one. All right. Just back to me now. Some people still play this game. Seagull Joe versus Stitchface. I know a lot of people are Seagull Joe fans just for no other reason than legacy factor. And you know what? He deserves it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, what's up, stuffed pigeon? Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here on this fine night. This great, freezing, chilling night here in Laurel, Maryland. Would you believe who's about to hop on the mic? I can barely believe it. You'll never guess who it's going to be.
Nick District playing and on comms? What kind of scandal is this?
It's Nick Districts, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, your hair looks great, by the way.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, I was a bit nervous about it because I woke up one day and it was like this, and I didn't know what to do with myself. But I'm glad everybody seems to think it's pretty cool. Seagull with an incredible edge guard there.
Yeah, Doc in general has problems recovering, but it doesn't seem like, you know, having a recovery, having a counter helps Stitchface much because they just drop down counter. You can use all the resources you want. You're not making it back after that counter hits you.
Yep, Seagull Joe's so good at that. So good at keeping the advantage state going, I say, as he whiffs a grab.
He is leading by quite a bit, though.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
No, lapped and an extra like 50% give or take.
Do you know who Stitchface is?
Yeah, they're a dock player. They've been around for a few months at least.
Around Maryland?
They've been like around MDVA area. They've come to a decent amount of like Xanadu local events. I don't think they play on Tune that often though.
Okay. And when you say MDVA, which
Mostly like Xanadu.
Mostly Xanadu. Okay, so
from what I've seen at least.
Likely a Maryland player.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I needed to hear. Seagull taking an early 2-stock lead. Stitchface just having trouble moving around in neutral, truthfully.
People, people like talking about how Palu got like nerfed in the, no, they got nerfed over quarantine. But this character still shuts down any character that's not like top 10 or DLC, you know? And even then, they can shut down some DLC characters hard.
Yep, in the right hands. Palutena does have all the tools.
That's -2 on Shield, by the way. I don't know why they made it -2 on Shield.
What's -2? Oh, the...
Explosive Flame.
Yeah. Oh, your guess is as good as mine. Great little edge guard there with the weak Dr. Mario Nair. We should come up with a name for that.
It's the reverse sex kick.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, because you know the definite like the sex kick is it starts strong, it's weak, but since Dox is the exact opposite, just the reverse sex kick, which is still a really funny name that they called it the sex kick. You know, for reasons I don't have to state.
No, what's funny about it?
Yes.
Is that what's funny? All right.
Look, that's Ivy's gonna take the game, and it was looking rough. Maybe it's a stage thing. It would not surprise me if Doc doesn't, believe it or not, doesn't go neutral on PS2 at top tiers.
I'll be honest with you, I'd be willing to put a lot of money. It's not a stage thing, at least not between these two.
Yeah, it's not full. Seagull's been around a bit, you know, and you try to fight a player who's been around for a bit with one of the best, most consistent top tiers in the game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit of a problem, but hey, they're second. They went to Hollow Bastion, which could definitely work out a bit better. The stage is a bit smaller blast zone, same ceiling, but the ceiling wasn't necessarily a problem.
Well, wouldn't you agree that as much as Palutena does benefit from a platform, a lot of Doc, especially his combo routes, they rely solely on platforms.
They're mostly Doc stuff is mostly horizontal. In fact,
horizontal.
Like FD is generally going to be one of his better stages because where do you go against a character that has Mario-like frame data that mostly comes horizontal rather than vertical? Like, see, there we go. Just needed one advantage state, and that's going to be the stock. Hopefully they can keep a lead for a little bit because that is a problem a lot of players suffer with is that, oh, you realize, oh, shoot, I took the lead, and then you kind of get to your head. But, you know, it seems that they're still keeping it down right now.
Massive early lead for Stitchface, who's looking like a completely different player this time around.
She's able to keep out Seagull does bears, but speaking of a bear, no jump. That's unfortunate. But that's still a solid lead. 81%. You could Dr. Mario has a lot of kill confirms at this percent. Mainly pill stuff, but looks like they weren't ready for the pill to actually hit there. They're gonna drop a combo there.
Stitchface all but lost the early lead they had.
Fair dash attack, that's a classic.
What are you seeing in this neutral that Stitchface is just struggling with?
It's Mills once again just a top tier difference. They're not able to get in. They have to rely on Pill because Pill is like Dr. Mario's only good neutral tool. And it's a good move. Don't get me wrong. Like it combos into a lot. Its angles is really messes with a lot of stuff. But unfortunately, it's not that good of a neutral tool. And when you get put at disadvantage, you're kind of just screwed.
Yep. Second time Seagull's been able to catch him low with the counter. Stitchface, I mean, I don't need to tell you, he's got an uphill battle just getting back to stage.
But she's able to get back on stage. This is not undoable. You just have to try to find that final hit because you're Doc. You can definitely take this stock now. But we could bear. Seagull's planking hard. Jesus. That's not going to do
The
anything.
ledge not going to.
That's going to do
Wow.
something.
That's not true.
It may not.
Don't tell me this.
It may not be true, but DI, it may be a DI catch thing. But also, up air's like frame 3 for Doc, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's just like, you know, off by a frame or 2 from being true. Good DI by Seagull. You're not gonna get hit by that.
Close last stock game. Stitchface trying desperately to get in.
Yeah, looking for an up smash. That's not that laggy, so you're gonna be able to get a weak hit uppy after. Good jump. Seagull trying to look for an up air, which we know kills and like has a giant hitbox on it.
Oh,
This back air's
yeah, a
gonna be
little
playing
top
neutral
tier
for him.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't get the re-grab.
Getting Sour Spot up fair. That is a laggy move. And a rather slow one as well. You have to watch out for that bear, because that bear, once again, that bear's just gonna keep coming out for Seagull.
Who can space their aerial better?
It doesn't matter how good Stitchface spaces those aerials against the back air of Palu, but that's gonna
Are you sure?
do it. I was wrong. I meant more so in the air, but in an air battle. But you're right. It's not gonna matter there.
Well, didn't get the right spacing, Seagull, on that back air. Stitchface just able to up B out his shield and take a less than convincing game 2, but a game
It's a
2
game
nonetheless.
You don't need to have a full. Also, you just in general, it doesn't matter how you take the game. It's about the next game that all that matters, honestly.
You know, I mean, I was kind of
Yeah, I know where you're going.
I was disassociating the stage in game 1, but I can't help but feel you were right, and it did make a big difference.
PS2 in general is not a neutral stage unless your characters are both top or high tiers. Like if you're and that's not true for every top and high tier. Because if you can just see the difference there on a stage in PS2 and then Hollow Bastion. Stitchface was actually able to play the game. However, this time could be a little different. Although once again, the stage size, nice little wall jump mix up there. The stage size hasn't changed. The only thing that's different about this one is should be the side blast zones and the fact that there's 2 platforms now. But yeah, I do imagine Seagull is caught onto a little bit of what he has to do in this matchup against Stitchface. Because, you know, once again, it's Doc. You're limited in what you can do. His option. Every time I see that up air come out, I kind of just get very nervous.
It's just harder to move around as Doc.
That shouldn't kill, no.
And a guy like Seagull has done an incredible job at getting around the stage and using those very disjointed aerials to keep Stitchface out.
But yes, try to find a way to put on some more damage for this stock before Stitchface finds a confirm or something. But there it is. Just there's your answer. Play neutral as Palutena. It just works eventually. That was nowhere near where the reticle was.
Yep. I mean, it was a good timing on the teleport.
I mean, they were a little bit of a missed space as well.
Yep.
They knew what Seagull wanted, because Seagull has been going for that a little bit. However, could not find the actual hit. And now they're stuck in this situation, but Seagull overcommitting, going to give it up. But now it's back to this. Yeah, I think holding out there is the option if you're Seagull, so to make it not true. And that uppy's going to trade with the bear.
Even stocks.
Hey, but at least she got a pill in return.
No, I'm gonna disagree. Even though we just see Stitchface get eaten once again by the Espresso, I think you know, as a Doc, your spacing does matter a lot. Even in a matchup where you can be upset that Palutena just has far better hitboxes than you.
But That's going to get punished. Pele's not slow whatsoever either.
No, that's been a big part of this matchup.
That's dead. No jump.
Yep.
And that's Seagull shutting down any hopes of an upset.
No.
I think top 8 is as seeded. Not top 8. Winners quarters is as seeded right now, then.
Yep, Seagull, top player, didn't let any of the gas go despite getting beaten in game 2. In fact, accelerated even more, I'd have to say, in game 3. Just closed out stocks at the ledge. That was the big deal. Once Seagull got advantage, he rarely let go. It's a big part about being a top player.
Yeah. Can't disagree with you there.
Where are you in a bracket right now?
Winners quarters. I think I'm the 3rd match on stream. Maybe the 3rd or 3rd or 2nd.
I heard it got announced that you played Playground.
I did.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Low key, if once again talked about advantage state between like different players, if he was able to keep it beyond the first stock of both games, he would have won. But it's not about how the first stock goes, it's how you finish it out.
He has a good neutral. I would agree with you.
It helps that he plays pit.
It does help that he plays pit, but he struggles to take those stocks. And
Yeah,
I think
that was a big one.
Yeah, he's often getting me up to 180. You know, almost every other stock. It's you just can't win that way in a game like this. Every advantage state you take, you got to keep. Now, let me tell you about this matchup. This is something special right here. You got ZD, no introduction, and then you got Gummy.
Who, if you've been following MDVA, also doesn't need an introduction. However,
I'm going to introduce Gummy.
Yeah.
This guy's a swinger.
he will.
Do you know what I mean by that?
There were multiple meanings of that word. Would you like to elaborate?
Yeah, he likes to swing on his moves. What else? What other definition could there possibly be?
That's why I was a little bit confused. There are no other definitions that could fit this.
Yeah,
game.
First of all, he plays a really great neutral. Let me start by saying, but unlike a lot of other players at the top, he's partial to swinging that C stick whenever he can.
Yeah, it feels weird. If he's not swinging, he's playing too honest, if that makes sense. One of his main issues that he sometimes struggles to kill is sometimes he's fine. Will sometimes just not go for any like the Joker cheese and stuff that would get you killed at 20. You know, that type of stuff. And it works sometimes, but against like a lot of these top players, you got to start doing that. You got to start abusing what makes your character so good. And if Gummy doesn't do that, then, well, we see a lot of these players just take advantage of him for that.
Not sure what ZD was going for there. Almost died because of it. Gummy didn't get the full punish. Has Arsene about to lose it.
There's also Gummy did talk about how he's trying to land with gun as much because someone like presented this move as imagining landing with a Sephiroth-sized hitbox with a little lag, which is true.
It's not a bad way to look at it.
Yeah, and which is like, it's true. That gun is broken. Gun is a really broken move. And he's been trying to do that a bit more with how he, like, you know, with the way he lands. That was a double roll.
I mean, you think about a move like gun in comparison to needle in this game, right? Just the versatility of it. Thinking of as more of a neutral tool, though, that's an interesting way.
Yeah. And that's just a free combo. But
oh boy!
Oh, that's so that bad. Oh my God.
He's alive.
Yeah, letting go of the of the what's it called? Whatever the Rebel Sword? No. What is a normal down B called? And it is down. I think it's whatever. The point is letting go of the down B early and couldn't absorb ZD's hit and just ate it like 100% for it pretty much. And he didn't get anything out of that Arsene.
ZD full stock lead now.
Yeah, we get the F-Toll out.
Gummy having trouble getting rid of his first stock. That's all he needed is for me to tell him that. You're welcome.
Getting rid of the down smash. ZD is leading by quite a bit. Getting off the ledge versus ZD is another hard thing in general.
No
That's
kidding.
just Wolf too.
Catches more than a full hop all the way up there. Takes stock number 2.
And there's the gun coming out. Okay, you got to stop jumping from ledge. There we go. The neutral get up and Gummy.
Well, I mean, he didn't get a lot for it, to be fair. He only got 40. Gummy does get, I mean, I assume Zexyyy was thinking in his head, what am I going to do, pick a different option?
True. And now we're back to the ledge.
Yep, great catch on the roll. Zexyyy takes game 1 commandingly. We have seen Gummy make a switch to the Roy, which I'll be honest with you.
I don't know if he'll do this.
I don't know if he'll do it either, but from a purely spectator standpoint, I love watching his Roy.
Going to FD is a interesting choice because this is like Zexyyy's stage. This is fighting Zexyyy on FD is the boss battle.
Yeah. I have been informed Gummy has lost to Zexyyy 22 times in a row, which is
It's more than I have.
it's a tough pill to swallow for anybody, but
Hey, eventually you'll get one. Me and Slashy both have our one after losing to Zexyyy too many times. And look, I don't have no doubt Gummy will get it, but he has to try to find a way to land if he's gonna take that game, take that set.
I don't think today's the day. I'm shocked by the FD pick, honestly, from him.
Yeah.
I don't.
Once again, boss battles, Zexyyy. He knew where he was going to. Zexyyy just knows what Gummy wants, and he's not letting him get away with anything.
He finally gets his first neutral win of the set. Can he take it anywhere? Ledge trap situation doesn't catch the roll.
This makes sense that Gummy isn't going for a counter, but I feel like at some point it should work, you know?
Yeah, eventually. But also, you got to look at the risk reward of everything you do, right?
Yeah.
Against a guy like Zexyyy, the punishment for one missed counter is very severe.
Yeah, I mean, even then, Joker counter is frame 3, frame 4, so you can just run off, drop off, do it sometimes, and
That's true.
I think he was trying to go for like a, say, turnaround up B there to try to tether cancel, but gonna...
He got shield poke there, I believe. 2-stock lead. Looking dire for Gummy. Does not catch the tech chase.
Backer should take the stock if you're Gummy. However, that Arsene is very, very quickly disappearing, which sucks because you need it. It's looking very grim for you right now, but F-tilt poke still not going to do it. That should. There we go.
Doesn't get 3-stock. It's always a thing. I'll tell you what, I played a Zomba at Pound once. He didn't 3-stock me.
Did it?
No, neither game. You know what?
No
I
difference.
took the defense attorney perspective and went. That's a win right there.
JFit has a lead on MPLO.
You know what? You don't have to tell me.
That's our region's fan at this point. But that should be it. He had your Arsene recovery and yeah.
Maybe the 23rd time will be it. ZD takes it 2-0. So we had, I'm not even sure where we are in the bracket. It's a small bracket today, not too surprising. It's cold outside.
It's cold. There's UMDs back at the tournaments.
Yeah, who cares about them?
64 people do apparently.
64. I mean, I go there. I mean, sorry, I don't go there. I work there.
You work. Yeah.
And,
UMD's smashing. It's really active. Like they're fest tournaments. I know I have like 100 players throughout their whole thing right now, but yeah. GMU's also back. And Bears has Zomba there today. So it wouldn't surprise me if like 1 or 2 MDVA people went there instead.
So Bears had a dip in their attendees today.
This all Zomba was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need that Valorant.
I know what I would have done if I
don't need that
I'm not
Valorant
from-
accent, kid. in my games.
I'm not from Philly, but I'm telling you what, if I woke up that freezing, frigid, cold Philly morning and I saw Zomba was coming to my local, I'd say, you know what, I'll come back next week.
I'll pass. Right, I'm gonna leave you for this one. You got it.
Yeah, go get him, champ. That was Nicholas District on the mic. Always a pleasure to have a Maryland legend here. Fortunately, he's made the foolish mistake of entering the game today, which, you know, we all make mistakes. It's nobody's fault. Up next, Zexyyy versus Crerepooba. Thank you all for being here. I know I always say it, but it's just great to have everybody here watching some great Maryland Smash. Get into it. We're already in winner's quarters, as I assume. Zexyyy versus Crerepooba. Huge edge guard by Crerepooba, taking an early lead. Crerepooba kind of just been on the nice edge of the Maryland's MPVA's, that is, top player list. Had some very strong runs, but obviously some very weak runs as well. Part of that can be attributed to playing such a volatile character, such a matchup-dependent character as Ridley. But a strong player nonetheless. He sees himself here in winner's quarters. Zexyyy firing right back. A very neat forward air into down tilt. Take the stock. Huge combo from Zexyyy. Obviously Ridley, not just a tough time surviving in neutral, but tough time surviving when they get hit. Huge advantage state versus advantage state once again for Crerepooba. His low edge guard, that time he flubs it. Dies early. Really thought he had that one. I obviously wanted to take it, get the momentum. Needs it so crucially, goes low again, gets the nair. Zexyyy bomb resets. Crerepooba gets back. Bad dash attack on shield. He's going to get punished. Not that hard though. Whiffle on shield. Zexyyy with the lead. Doesn't get the platform reset. Boomerang comes back and pokes through the shield. Crerepooba had run out. Zexyyy closes out game one. Very confident game two. Didn't play shaky despite falling behind early. Played to his strengths. I don't know about that, Cheddar mode. No. It's definitely a tough matchup. I'm not going to deny it. But this is Crerepooba, and he's played strong so far. It definitely needs to be more consistent on the edge guards if he wants a chance. Yeah, I mean, this is brutal though. Zexyyy. Just an early, easy 100 to start the game. Crerepooba having trouble just jumping around. Getting caught. Zexyyy finally whiffs big. Crerepooba gonna go for the edge yard. That doesn't get the full thing, only 30. Zexyyy again. Such confident play from Zexyyy. Knowing you're going up against a strong player and just playing to your character's strengths, honestly. Zexyyy just looking like a really well-labbed player. Oh boy. Dire stuff, Zexyyy smothering Crerepooba's every move. Oh, ledge trap situation. Crerepooba catches Zexyyy getting a bit overconfident. F smash to take that stock. A common move you see from Ridley. Ridley's F tilt, obviously an insanely strong move. Not a lot of times you favor it over the other, but you found the one. Zexyyy cleans up stock number 2. This hasn't lost a beat even after getting soul red. Grab by Crerepooba. Lead, great read at the ledge again from Crerepooba. Man grab, he's in a tricky situation there, doesn't panic air dodge. I mean, this is so tough. Yep. Zexyyy, great F smash at the boomerang, cleans it up. A shockingly easy 2-0. Gotta say, that looked rough. Hold on. There we go. Always do that. It's a great play by Zexyyy. I mean, just playing super hot. What else can you say? What else can you say? Even on a cold night like this. It's been mostly me so far. It's okay, though. I don't know why you're giving me a -2. You're right. A fellow commentator, an MDVA star, Nick District, looks to be up next. Versus Waluigi, of all people. Now you're asking the real questions. Why can't we have Squidplumber versus Sunfish? I'll be honest, I morally don't believe in sports gambling or its subsidiary esports gambling. But if I had to, I'd put my money on Sunfish on that one. I'll tell you what. Nick District 14 versus Waluigi.
3, 2, 1, go!
Haven't seen Waluigi in a while. Don't know where they've been, but glad to have him back. Strong player, Waluigi, as I'm sure many people know, if they've been here for longer than, you know, a couple months. Won a couple tournaments in their time here. This is going to be a wash? I don't know. I mean, I understand Nick District is a pretty great player, but I think you're discounting Waluigi a little bit.
Salute the sun.
Game's going about the pace I expected. I know a lot of people come here to the stream to watch the grind for some high octane action. And for them, I am truly sorry. But it's just going to be what it's going to be for this matchup. Waluigi already at 180. Forward throw, gonna take it though. Nick District taking the first stock. Great start for Nick. He just not looking comfortable right now. Kind of expected more from him. Now there, that'll do. Nikita catching Mr. District falling down. In for an F smash there, got caught. A cheeky down tilt. Waluigi starting to stack momentum. Nick with a run up grab. Right through the grenade, didn't care. Captain America style. And I mean, this is what you're going to be looking at. It's going to be a lot of Nick trying to get the deep breathing off for his life. And, you know, Waluigi throwing the whole U.S. military budget at him to stop him. Great catch on the jump in. Waluigi takes a stock lead. Big swing. Gets caught by every grenade Waluigi had. Nick does have deep breathing. Waluigi making faces I ain't comfortable with to the camera. Michael Jordan, full tongue out. And he's just concentrating. That's just the way he concentrates, I guess. Try to look away if you can. Like, every time he's doing it. I don't recall him doing it. Has he been doing that under his mask this whole time and now I'm just finding out? Because this is definitely not the first match I've watched of him. Look at him go! I can't even concentrate on the match. Oh my goodness. Every time he jumps. Let's trap situation, great down air by Waluigi. Waluigi, one syllable. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Does he know he doesn't have a mask on? I feel like someone should tell him just in case. Goodness. Waluigi, though, no slouch, that's for sure. I mean, whatever works. Fell behind early in that game and found a way to work it back. So. Whatever you gotta do. Right now, it's a lot of B button for both players. Not to be surprised. A lot of planking. Catching Nick. Drifting in once again. He fit not the greatest airspeed in the world. Well, Waluigi's taking full advantage of that. Nick. dashing up with an up smash of all things. Rarely see that move outside of ledge. It fires right back. It's a best of three, unfortunately. And Nick already on his winner side stock. Crazy salute the sun in midair to catch. Balugi coming back to stage. Nick has evened it up for the most part here. We're getting there, everybody. One good ledge trap will probably do it from here. Oh, good catch on the jump. Still an even game. Anybody's game. What a read on the roll with down smash. Yep. Balugi caught in disadvantage.
Let's work on your coordination.
Nick evens it up. How about that? A lot of people were riding him out. Writing him out, I believe that's how the phrase goes. But it's not over yet. You just know you got a lot of Nick supporters in the chat right now. Would love to see an upset here. I have a gut feeling, though, that this game is going to take longer than the past two. So buckle up. Ledge trap versus plank. It's been a big part of this matchup. Both of the characters' biggest strengths, I would say. But it is a real war of attrition out there, I tell you. The real France 1917, these two. Just chucking artillery shells at each other, both bunkered up under their platforms. Who's gonna flinch first? We'll be trying to catch Nick District coming back on stage there. At a percent deficit. Oh! Nick gets aggressive at just the right time, catching Balugi pull out the Nikita. This is a huge lead for him in a game as long as this one. Gets out of the ledge trap. It's another deep breathing off. One good catch away! Aggressive off the top with this soccer ball. My goodness. What an option, what a time, and this can be huge damage. Doesn't have deep breathing though. A full stock lead for Nick. Not a great situation, though. Had to recover high. Waluigi catches him. Oh, boy. We are in it. Timer is not off the table. I know we're pretty far away, but keep it in mind. Well, not if Waluigi runs into every single projectile Nick's got. Deep breathing on the board. Waluigi playing aggressive at a crazy time. Couldn't get out. Doesn't get the 2-frame. We are watching some special Smash here.
Salute the sun.
Two NDVA iconic players. When trying to pull what would be a solid upset, to say the least. And doing so quite strongly. Anti-air to take stock number 2. Waluigi now down a full stock, looking a bit lost, I have to say. Has to get aggressive. Waluigi has shown a lot of promise when he's gotten aggressive so far this set. Now's the time. You got 3 minutes left. You're down a full stock. Can't get it, and he just hasn't been consistent with these ledge traps. It's been a problem. Wow, Nick District gets the grab when Waluigi was the one who dashed up. Oh my goodness, a huge bounce off the soccer ball, almost caught him completely. Waluigi in death percent, down a whole stock. Nick District gets caught by the Nikita, sends the other way. Still a massive percent lead, deep breathing online. That'll do it. Mr. Nick District, 2-1 over Waluigi here in winner's quarters. What a play from Nicholas. Great stuff. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. That was special. Especially as a fellow commentator that Nick is, to go up there and just show him how to get it done, really, how to truly re-grab that ledge. Inspiring stuff, truthfully. We're really winding it down now. Already 9 o'clock is the time. I think I'll stay for just about one more set, if you don't mind. Thank you for being here, everybody. Up next, we got a special one. Seagull Joe going up against Drewtwo, who we saw earlier. We saw both of them earlier, to be fair, but we saw Drewtwo earlier have a commanding hero game. He will bring it out once again. And we'll see if the old vet can, you know, prevent getting cheesed. I know who I'm rooting for. Hope you do too. Drewtwo does have a mountain to climb, though, against a player like Seagull, who plays such a strong neutral. It was really the story of both of their sets earlier on. Great neutral. Great space control. Seem to believe Seagull loses. I don't know if I agree. One of the hardest up smashes I think I've ever seen, catching the zoom. Seagull knew exactly where that was going. Hit him on the tip of it, too. Drewtwo does a lot of that double jumping, menu canceling to control space, to keep threats up. Big part of his game. But Seagull, he strikes me as a really great anti-air. I think you have to be as a Palu. Even game so far. Drewtwo out of mana, but he does have Accelerate. Almost caught Seagull Joe going out there. Explosive Flame catches him at the ledge. Tough to deal with. This should be huge damage. Let's trap Footstool. This rinse and repeat ledge trapping the Seagull's so good at. Drewtwo needs to take this now, especially as he swings the Kaboom in the wrong way. That'll cost a lot of mana. Seagull once again doesn't guess correctly on the magic hat. Invincible dash stack goes high. This is again on the zoom. E2 with Psych Up. Again with the up tilt. Calls out the neutral get up. The fully charged up smash. You mean you could have just grabbed there, would have been safer. Could have jabbed there, would have been safer. Could have tilted, but he made his decision. I'm just getting all the celebrities tonight, I tell you what. First Nick District, then I get blessed with
What's good?
Scabs.
How's it going, Poe?
It's going great. It's been a quiet day for the most part.
Yeah, smaller size bracket, but we have some dealers at the end of it.
Yeah.
Drewtwo and Seagull.
Drewtwo and Seagull. I mean, it was cold out. It was really cold out and windy. But Drewtwo, I don't know a lot about him. They had a set on here before. Pretty commanding one against Spiffy. Now getting to go up against Seagull Joe.
I've seen Drewtwo's hero a couple times. The character is nonsense, but Drewtwo actually has good neutral. A lot of heroes go for that cheese. This man actually knows his hitboxes really well.
Yep, it's been a big part of his neutral so far. A lot of full hops, commanding space with the menu.
Yeah, he does it a lot on reaction. Like anytime Seagull Joe tries to reel back, he'll pull out something and then he'll just back off. Good weight right there, charging the uppie so he does not get clipped by any of Seagull Joe's drag down airs.
I'll tell you what, though, he's had a tougher time against Seagull because Seagull has caught him at disadvantage and at the ledge and trying to get back to the ledge time and time again.
Because it's just Palu. I feel like Palu does really, really well against nonsense characters, and Hero, he got some nonsense. Like his neutral just is not up to Palu's level, so because of that, Drewtwo has to get something crazy going. He has to get a couple buffs stacked, or he has to get like a special projectile that catches Joe off track, but good luck with that.
You know, I don't like talking matchups, but this got to be one of the worst ones for Hero, I have to imagine. Psych
Up and Accelerotl, so, I mean, the buffs are on deck. He just needs one hit. The problem is getting that strike.
Oh, great tomahawk.
Agreed. And now, look at that. He's using his movement to try to beat out Joe, and Joe doesn't hit a single button.
Yeah.
His backs off is like, all right, when you're ready to play the game, then we'll talk.
He's patient. He's not willing to run into you.
No, sir. So Drewtwo trying to charge up that neutral B. He does have it full, but look at that. He gets a parry on the neutral air, but still gets clipped by it.
No. Like up to come back. He goes high. Seagull wasn't expecting it.
Take that option. So Psych Up, this is one powerful hit. He just has to find the situation, but
no.
Oh. Not going to find Zoom, so forcing to get the delayed up B instead.
Ooh, good parry. Didn't get anything for it.
He's got like 2 or 3 of those, and he's not got anything out of any of them. Down tilt forward air, just Palutena B and Bs, and I think that was that entire stock, only 40 damage on Seagull Joe. and now we're just starting off again.
I mean, it's such a day and night comparison to when he had to play Spiffy. Spiffy, a great player, has great fundamentals, but Spiffy played offense the entire game. Seagull has been far more resigned, in my opinion.
I agree. Like, Joe is not one of those folks that plays offense unless he absolutely has to.
Yeah.
And so far, Drewtwo not able to compel him to rush him down.
Swing there on the down smash, got to kill. Seagull kind of surprised that took him stock.
Yeah, the air dodge in definitely not paying off, but an interesting option too for Drewtwo. I was expecting like an aerial or something like that, not the side B.
Good offensive start. Has a fully charged fireball.
And a little bit more MP too. Like, that's the problem with those side Bs. Like, they drain me really, really quick. So it gives them a lot of range, but like, you've got to actively start applying pressure with your normals here. Otherwise, you're just going to find yourself with no resources.
It's looking a lot like the last set. it's
Patience.
just a lot less projectiles than the last set, but pretty equal pacing, I'd say. Patience is a virtue, I've been told.
Yeah, Seagull Joe exemplifies that.
Never got
one.
around to scientifically testing that, but
True, exactly.
I'll take your word for it.
You got to get that self-help nonsense out of here. I want this true empirical virtues. You know what one of those is winning.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a virtue. It is a result.
Still has the buff, does Drewtwo, but he can't even get a shield poke with news.
Nope. Just thought he caught him there for a second. Seagull forward air takes game one.
Did he actually kill with forward air like twice that game? That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. The man just relying on those neutral tools and takes.
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
easy
That
2
was
out.
game two. I was not paying attention. Don't worry about me.
All right, so who we got on the other side of winners? I saw it was ZD and somebody.
I was gonna hop off, but
Oh, you taking a break?
well, I was gonna, but you hopped on. That'd be rude.
Gotcha. Well, I'm trying to go ahead and give you a little bit of backup.
if someone comes to your house, you gotta welcome them and ask them, "Do you need anything to drink? We got biscuits if you'd like." You can politely decline, but you gotta offer.
True,
So
true.
I'm
Good,
gonna stay.
well-mannered Poe.
Yeah.
Lesson to be learned. You got to be a good host. And did you actually? I assume that you were still sticking on your not entering, just relaxing, living your best life.
Well, yes. Short story, yes. Long story, I made a mistake. So
Relapse.
it's funny. That was the exact words I was about to use. Yeah. So Xanadu 500 is coming up, as you know. And I saw that, and I foolishly thought it was the next tournament. So I thought to myself, well, it's Xanadu 500. That's a big number. I might as well enter. And I show up here.
And it's like 80 some odd.
Well, so they start the bracket. And I don't see my name in the bracket. I'm glad I checked. And I went, I'm not here. And he went, yeah, I didn't see your name. And I went, what the heck? I registered. Here's my email. It even said. And he went, no, you idiot. That's Xanadu 500. We're still on 492. That was like 2 months away. And I go, oh.
Well, we'll see you for Xanadu 500 then.
Yeah. Well, so what was even worse was that I felt bad for wasting the guy's time. So I was like, all right, register me for tonight.
The pity reg.
I couldn't just be like, all right, I'm good then.
True.
I wasted too much of the guy's time.
Gotcha.
Anyways, I felt like an alcoholic getting their first Bloody Mary again.
It's like, I remember this.
Oh, yeah. That's what it felt. So that's why I'm not entering. I'm being
Sober again.
sober again.
Trying to get them chips back.
Oh, yeah. ZD versus Zexyyy.
All right, ZD going with the Shine Spike and no bomb, but barely actually clipping that edge guard attempt with the B.
Yeah, saw Zexyyy earlier against Crerepooba. I was a bigger proponent of Crerepooba, but Zexyyy kind of cleaned him up for the most part. I was shocked at just how well he was able to use his character's advantages against Crerepooba.
Feels like them big bodies have a lot of trouble with this character, and
Yeah.
Fox also can fall prey to a lot of his options because he just falls into all those like strengths this character has.
What do you know about Zexyyy?
Zexyyy VA, if I recall correctly, he was
Yeah.
definitely on their PR relatively
I knew
recently.
something was wrong with him.
Exactly. You could smell
Yeah. Something wasn't right.
exactly. But yeah, big big visitor to the cave, so it doesn't make it up here as much, but has taken down quite a few names when he does make it.
Yep.
But this is the tech right there, and yeah, that is a recipe for disaster whenever that happens.
A lot of people were feeling like Waluigi was playing earlier that he was going to take this set, and I was wondering, ZD is here, right? I know a lot of people are doubting on him as of late, but he's still ZD.
Yeah, there's cracks in the armor here, but I think it's more just like other players are improving than it is like ZD falling off. Like ZD, he's still just as good as he always has been, but other folks started to realize how to exploit Fox.
How do you exploit Fox?
I don't know. Otherwise, I would be. My record on ZD is 0 and a lot. If I knew how to exploit this character, it would not be 0 and a lot.
Oh, that's empirical data if I've ever seen one.
Exactly. ZD already's using that dash attack to go ahead and get full stage control again. Zexyyy, he can land with that nair just like Fox can.
Oh.
You can hit a bunch of buttons, but the problem is...
I'm shocked that was a strong hit, by the way. That was crazy.
That is a weird hitbox, yeah. That's a problem, though. If you want to jump around ZD's shield, he's just liable to let that one rip. You can go ahead and trade with that neutral air for Young Link, but up smash kills.
I don't think I've ever seen ZD look happy.
he definitely, he's looked happy like maybe 3 times I've seen him on stream. That's it. It's like when he gets like an upset, when he does something super sick, I saw him pop off once. When he beat like somebody from out of region, I saw him like get super happy and get psyched up. And I think when he won handpicked with Luigi, I saw him get hyped.
I don't know. I love watching him play. Sometimes I feel like it's he thinks it's the game versus him.
He definitely has a little bit of that that mentality right there. It's like he plays an honest character that gets blown up super early. It's like your Fox is absolutely dishonest. Case in point.
ZD he lived. What are you talking about?
Let's see if the next hit does it though.
Yeah, ZD's used Fox to his full potential this set.
Good arrow confirmed right there for Zexyyy though. And then immediately just nair up smash. One tiny mistake is all ZD needs to go ahead and get the kill confirms.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player on a honest character. What are you gonna do, right?
Exactly. I do like Zexy's his like fair drag downs though. He uses that move quite a bit. Oh, speaking of drag downs, ZD trying for something a little bit spicy right there. Please kill him for this. Oh, yeah, I can't get the 2 right now.
I was kind of agreeing with you there. Went a bit too wild at the edge. It ends up getting away with murder.
Gets the parry on the boomerang. So this is actually something interesting. So Fox can he can both do like parries on those projectiles to claim space, but you can also jump out of shine once it activates. So it's kind of like melee-esque, but you need the activation to jump out. So he can claim space even if he's just trying to reflect the projectiles.
Yeah, I believe Wolf has something similar, but Wolf has to do a rising. Big nair up smash, not going to take it, just out of the percent drag down.
Oh, the punish on the tether?
Yeah, great bomb by Zexyyy to survive.
Now this is like the problem with this character is like, you know it's desperate when Young Links are nearly killing with their nairs. Goes to the trade. Smart stuff right there from Zexyyy, and the aggressive attempt to get back to ledge immediately died. Now look at this. This is like a tale of polar opposites. Like ZD always angry, Zexyy's always smiling. Like he knows he tried something there, and he just like smiled back and started nodding. He's like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
I almost, that wasn't my interpretation of that. I think it was like, I should have gotten away with that. Well, maybe you're right.
Let me tell stories, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell my own too.
What throw was that?
It's a bipartisan.
Bipartisan casting, exactly.
Yeah. I'll be the heel commentator, apparently. Guess that's what I get for liking Wolf Fox.
Hey, is Dexter here? Are we going to get a little bit of that tonight?
Nah, I don't think Dexter is here.
That trade went so poorly for
unfortunate.
Zexyyy. Oh, I thought he was going to get back too.
Yep.
Did not even have an opportunity to pull a bomb. So ZD with a 2-0 lead, and Poe, what do you think Zexyyy needs to do to go ahead and? I always love asking that question because it's the hard one. All I have to do is like nod around and be like, oh yeah, that's so smart.
But what's funny is I bet you ask that question to real commentators and they go, all right, let me put my piece of advice in here. There you go, dude. Hell, fine now.
Exactly. If we knew, we'd be on that stage.
Not only would I be on that stage, I'd probably be playing too. And like, it's even worse because I know even from a competitor standpoint, least favorite question ever. You beat some guy. Hey, how can I improve?
It's like, just hit me more.
What did you see there? Well, saw a lot.
None of it good for you.
You know what? I think people, what they believe they have is they got like the chess.com diagnosis report after the game. Well, you made 6 blunders there, 3 mistakes, 1 missed win. Ooh, huge combo by Zexyyy.
Great conversion.
But it's just, that's not how Smash works.
Nope.
I mean, I wish it was. Well, could you imagine you have like brilliant moves it has in the replay? You know what I'm talking about?
House of 3000 is like cooking up some of that stuff, though.
Oh,
HO3K does a lot of good stuff for like the instant replay and
double
such.
jump. Do you know what I'm talking about with chess, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. The brilliant moves. That'd be great, because I feel like you could, it'd be far easier to improve at this game.
If you have like the little exclamation mark notations.
The exclamation mark notations on everything you did in the game. That would help.
Alright, so ZD already using up his options right there to like jump away from a lot of Zexyyy stuff. The problem is when he uses his double jump, then Zexyyy can just like force him a ledge and punish him here. How does he actually get out of the corner is always the question.
Well, he's had the best game he's had so far in this best of 5. Controlled the neutral fairly well.
And his confirms have been really good with that first hit back air. Yeah. That's like, it's safe and it's like such a good kill confirm.
I would definitely not count ZD out.
No, sir.
Especially not when I bet 3-0 on the parlay.
I see.
Doesn't get the full combo. Great parry. I mean, it's so crazy playing a projectile character against Fox because you have no time to be comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
You throw one projectile, then you got to go immediately into the scramble.
Yeah, it's always like a veneer of comfort, a veneer of space, and then all of a sudden he just reminds you that he's one of the best zone breakers in the game. It feels like whenever Zexyyy has like full corner pressure, he is so good. But yeah, ZD gets his feet set, and there's the stock immediately.
Oh no!
Chase down,
dashing away, catches the neutral air dodge as well. Trap situation nair on nair. Zexyyy wins.
Oh, tries for the chill into the landing up air.
Should have worked.
Should have. Oh, great jump away from ZD. Zexyyy definitely looking for that down tilt into up air confirm, trying to get the kill.
Try to get aggressive with the illusion.
And suddenly we have basically an even game. The weak hit of the up smash not going to do it. Back air's coming out. No. Neutral air instead from ZD, and Zexyyy able to get the shield up.
Oh, God, the full hop. Not going to die, though.
That's a curse right there. I thought for sure Zexyyy had that kill.
No.
And instead, ZD gets the drag down, but not going to kill. That'll do it, though. That'll turn the double jump.
He's got bomb. That'll do.
That was so unfortunate from Zexyyy. He expended the double jump right there. He did the right thing. Pulled the bomb in the blast zone, but not enough to go ahead and get back to stage.
ZD 3-0.
Good stuff.
Pretty dominant, especially for Zexyyy, who was playing so hot this tournament. I tell you what, I'm going to hop off. I think it's been a good run for me.
Taking your break, or are you going to be back on, or are you done for the night?
Oh, I think I'm done.
Gotcha. Well,
yeah.
Definitely hit Poe up on social media. One of our solid commentators in the region. Always
solid? Wow, nice.
Definitely. It's always fun casting with yourself.
Of course. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for holding it down, too. All right, y'all. So let's see who we got coming up on the other side of bracket here. Also, how's it going, chat? Finally managed to go ahead and pull this up. Is that you, Keo? How's it going, my man?
Yeah, man.
you were like bundled up there for a second. I was just looking at the corner of my eye. I'm like,
Sub-Zero shit.
Exactly.
What's up, everybody?
You had the hat on, you had the hood, and then you had the mask on. I was just like, wait a minute.
Who's this dude?
I'm fairly sure that was Keo, and I'm just like looking at it out of the corner of my eye. I'm just like, wait a minute.
Had your food.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I seen the last bit of that match, and that was definitely a heartbreaker.
Oh,
He was so close to getting it. I thought he had it with that.
Zexyyy was cooking for a minute.
Yeah. I played him in winners, and like we was going back and forth, and he really is good with his setups. His setups is crazy.
I feel like whenever Zexyyy has some kind of momentum in space where he doesn't feel threatened, he's one of the best players in the region.
Yeah, he does really good with like setting up like bomb on ledge
Yep.
and then like trapping you with like boomerang or catching your jumps and everything like that. But like once the pressure's on him, I feel like that's when he cracks.
I agree 100%. That's his disadvantage, not the best.
Yeah.
His advantage, phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely. Advantage or neutral, he pushes the envelope very well.
All right, so let's see who we got here on the chat tonight. Thanks for stopping by. We see Cheddar, Dart, and Justin Byleth going at it.
Hey.
So, a bunch of solid players from the region sticking by to watch a couple of their competitors duke it out here in a relatively freezing and small bracket.
it's cold outside, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely miserable.
Yeah, I think we even got hit with like a little bit of snow earlier in the week. It wasn't a lot. It was like a.
Oh yeah, definitely. I woke up to that and my car was covered. And I'm like, this is
I'm just like, where is this coming
exactly. It's like bright sun, just like it's just no nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, sick.
All right, so we got Seagull on the Palutena and Nick District on the Wii Fit train.
So yeah, this is one of those where Nick has been back and forth with this matchup a couple times. I've gotten like different things as he's evolved with the character.
Yeah.
So I'm curious because this is Palu neutral really good. Like this character is just a neutral champ.
Yeah.
And between the reflector and the auto reticle as well, it's not going to be particularly easy for Nick District to get a lot of his like long range and mid range pressure here.
Yeah. But like, you know, once he gets the deep breathing, oh my god, that shit.
Yeah, and he immediately went for the smash attack.
Yeah.
Operation.
Either he was gonna pop it or he was gonna shield poke.
Definitely one of those dodge this moments.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that hard today, getting the shield break. Yeah, both of our opponents like shield broke each other. It's crazy. But yeah, I feel like in this matchup, I feel like Palutena's gonna pretty much run it in neutral, rack up the damage, and then we could, you know, gets deep breathing and then gets that one good like read, and then takes a stop.
The other thing that's and I've talked about this with Nick is that this character in Wii Fit Trainer doesn't have the best out of shield game.
No.
So I think that the big difference is going to be, can he get the big parries while he has deep breathing?
Yeah.
Because if he can actually go ahead and like fight off some of this safe shield pressure that Palu can toss out, then the matchup gets a lot easier.
Yeah, and honestly, his punishes is gonna matter too. There you go,
The
parry right
catch.
there. Yeah, his punishes on Palu 2 is gonna matter because like, yeah, we know Nair's blender just like does all this stuff, but like if he gets some good parries, some good reads in, like he can just rack up damage really well. And Palutena isn't heavy.
Can we talk about how that deep breathing back air wasn't safe on hit?
No.
That's ridiculous. Like the man basically had limit and he just still can't get a hit off at 30%.
Nah, of course not. Not when you fight the top tier. You gotta earn that.
True. Unironically against Joe's Palu.
Yeah.
I love using the header just to manipulate his hurt box and pull himself out of that explosive lane.
That's what I feel like a lot of people don't really do with their characters. Like, even if like you're not hitting a character with a move, you shift your hurt box, and it makes it so it's harder for you to hit. Okay,
Great
good
pivot grab from Seagull. Can't get the back air though. Thank God for that.
Oh my goodness.
This is the problem though. Like, Palu can across the stage apply pressure with auto reticle. That looked true.
That was sick. That was like the back hit of like fair into like.
Was that fair or was that down air?
That was fair. That was
That's
fair. It was the
sick.
back hit of the leg.
It was the spike
down.
hitbox of
Yeah.
fair? That's so sick.
And he comboed it into F smash. That's crazy. That was by the ledge. That definitely.
Oh yeah.
Destroyed that stop. But I mean, Wii Fit is kind of thick, so take some punishment.
Gets a little bit of added gravity when deep breathing's active too, which is just the weirdest of buffs.
Kind of like the cloud-ish,
Yeah, exactly. And it's just limit. It's
Yeah.
just Smash 4 limit.
but better, to be honest.
True, actually,
I feel like
unironically.
it's way better. Because you don't have to use like one move and they
That-
play.
Can we talk about that duck?
Yeah,
The man definitely went ahead.
He's doing
and just,
push-ups, man.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
doing push-ups.
Don't mess with the man when he's trying to get his cardio game going. That doesn't two-frame Palu. That is disappointing. You saw Nick get a little bit angry there. He even looks at the
He's like,
camera.
"Come on, man."
Exactly. Taking a
I'm
minute.
trying my best.
Gotta go ahead and get like the Curb Your Enthusiasm song playing right there.
Well, yeah, I was about to say he's one tilt away from just taking stock, so it's not that bad. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. Oh my god, that was 33 from Salute the Sun.
That move does an unreasonable amount of damage when fully charged. Yeah. And
Does a full charge put him in, what's the name? Deep breathing? I believe.
No.
It does?
Full charge of the Sun Salutation? No, it just gives him a whatchamacallit, a little bit of health back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's a particle effect there. Heals, no deep breathing.
Okay. I mean, still, that's good. Ew. Soccer ball for the added damage? Come on, man.
And anytime you get like hit that with a multi-hit, you have no idea where it's going to hit.
Yeah, that's one of the sickest things that I see Wii Fits do when they combo off the soccer ball. I'm just like,
Oolong does that all the time.
I'm just like, how do you know that it's even going to send that way?
It's like Diddy Kong with the barrels. Oh no, the greedy deep breathing. That's the problem. You have to earn those victories. You have to earn those interactions, because if you just try to toss it out randomly, you know Seagull's going to be there.
Yeah, he's just going to react to it. You got to get some type of hit, get him on stage or something like that, then go for it. But, I mean, it was a close game, though. Pretty close.
Yeah, definitely. I think that Nick District could have pulled that one out. Really, the problem is just that last interaction was he died egregiously early because he made that mistake.
Yeah.
And then he had just like a couple interactions where he tried to set something up, and Joe just like, that's nice, I have an invulnerable back there.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, can you hit through this, though?
No.
I don't think you can.
The answer is always no.
Always. But so far, I mean, he's racked up some good damage. Already at 53. Deep breathing coming in strong. Okay. Ew.
He tried to pull out the soccer ball, but
the soccer ball.
Not going to work out. And now this is when Joe, I feel, is so dangerous. When he starts picking up on your jump habits, when he can just like do fade back, forward air, and back air, and he doesn't have to run in, like this matchup gets so much harder for him.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not much you can really do. And he is just reading all of these like soccer balls at this point.
Yeah, he's even getting the parries on them, too.
Yeah. It's dangerous. This is back air territory at the ledge. Okay, we got one to hit.
He tried.
Oh.
He did that
I
nonsense
smash him again.
Okay, back air, good move.
Yeah, it ate the whole sun salutation. Didn't even blink. Just went straight through it. Okay.
Joe doesn't do that much. He doesn't do a lot of like teleport shenanigans.
Yeah.
I can't remember ever seeing him do like the edge cancels.
Yeah.
But when he pulls it out randomly, it's always a good move. Like he just knows when to like mix it up a little bit.
Right. I mean, I feel like it's a good thing to mix up how you're gonna come to the ledge or get off ledge. So even if you like teleport down, sometimes it's fine. It's just when you do it too much, then they get the hard read on you, and then it's punishment.
But still, Joe, it's been like 5 years in this game now. Learn how to edge cancel that move, please.
It will help you.
He stubbornly refuses.
Yeah, I won't lie. I'm kind of stubborn with some tech too. It's just like you gotta use it. You gotta use it. Okay.
No, you're gonna hold this. Oh, he actually jumped through it. Smart. That disjoint on that jab with plus weak trainers like lackluster range makes it hard to punish that. But
Joe was playing kind of a dangerous game here. We fit being at full range, deep breathing. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, not true quite yet. He's getting to that a lot.
Oh my goodness. Stacking it up right now. 87? Yeah. Dude, what is going on with these soccer balls? It's like, it's betraying him. They don't want to work right for him.
He's trying to do it at close range when Joe can like smack it away, and that's never the move. I think he has to like rely on that at mid distance. Close up, like it's just never working out for him.
Hey, fair going straight through.
Even like the weak charge one.
All right, we get it, Paolo. You nice. All right, that just ain't fair, man.
All right, so it does get the deep breathing. Has to pay for it a little bit, but oh, the duck. That was actually really smart. He almost got away with that.
Yeah, this is looking kind of rough though. It's so hard for him to get in and do something.
Did he lose deep breathing on that smash attack?
I think so.
That might have broken shield if he had deep breathing.
I think so, yeah. Or at least would have dropped it really low.
Yeah, that's messed up. Bad time right there. Tries to get up attack. Speaking of bad timing, Seagull Joe are more than prepared for that option.
I mean, still, he can still good stock. I mean, temper up smash? Ain't nothing to play with here. Okay, or just fair. Just run off.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just completely steals it. So we are even, or was even until that dash attack.
And we haven't really seen a lot of Nick District using those ledges to plank.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't really set up his home over there like these characters are so
used to doing.
do.
Yeah. He's more scrappy. He's just in his face. And again, with the nair.
That time it worked out for him. Though.
Yeah. That time it actually didn't betray him. But deep breathing on deck. Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely, if I'm Seagull Joe, I'm disengaging here. I don't want to mess with this.
Back air right now?
Ooh, he waited or though.
Oh my goodness. Oh! He wanted it. Okay.
Roll through, getting sniped out by the forward air, and then the
Good.
grab.
That back air will kill. Okay,
DI
okay,
though,
smart.
yeah. No double jump. I think he just used that off. So
He's good. Oh.
yeah.
No, he's good. He's good. Now, if that was back air, that was it. What? You didn't go for back air there?
No, looked like he was trying to go for the down air. Yeah.
Goodness. No.
All right, Nick District wanted to play the back air game too, but Seagull Joe says absolutely not.
Yeah, Palu's back air is. You don't want to fight.
It's a good character.
Yeah, it's the back air is the character, literally.
Like, yeah, that is definitely like a top 3 back air in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've done this rant for you. I'm on like team nerf all back airs. All back airs in this game are too good. The reason why commentators can't say like nice back air is because they're all nice.
They're all good.
Give me one character with a bad back air. You can't.
None of them are bad, to be honest.
Nerf all of them.
None of them.
Every single one.
Even though the worst characters, back airs are still good.
Ryu back air kind of nice. he is
strong. Oh my God, it's strong. It's a kill option. Set up into it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Man has auto turnaround, so it specifically can't turn away from you.
Right.
Still has a good back air. Nonsense.
The fact that he can like cancel it's crazy. But so far, she's starting off hot right now. 65 damage already on the board.
All right, someone said Little Mac back air. I bet you that's safe.
Bro. It has Little Mac back air game. It is actually. Do you see the angle it's sending you at?
Nonsense. All right.
It's got the noodle hitbox, but it's jank, man. I'm telling you.
Trust us.
We wouldn't lie to you.
Exactly. No propaganda here.
Nah.
But speaking of lies, I mean, we've kind of seen that the truth of this like neutral dominance here from Seagull Joe. It does feel as though like whenever Nick District has deep breathing and the ability to like turn it to advantage, he's good. But in these spots, like he is just struggling.
Yeah, I mean he's getting a couple of good hits in right now, and he got deep breathing back. But it just seems like it's so rough for him to like get in and get the hits that he needs. Like he's getting a couple straight hits and racking up his damage. But by the time he does that, his stock is gone. From the ledge. It's just like, what do you do?
Exactly.
What do you do?
He's trying to jump around and use his mobility to open up Joe, and that's definitely the move. But yeah, Seagull Joe probably one of, if not the most patient players in our region. So he's not going to give you those stocks for free. And speaking of giving a stock away for free, Nick District off-stage shenanigans not working out for him that time.
I don't think he matched hard enough. I think if he matched hard, he would have. Oh my good! What is this reverse like fair to like hitbox move that we're doing here?
I don't see a lot of other weapons do that. That's a good move though. Intangible on that too.
Yeah. Turn this up into 26. All right, we're in the lead now. Okay, I take.
You were saying
we was in the lead now. Okay.
Only by the grace of the sun.
Right.
Cloud's coming out now though.
No meat. It's not cloudy with meat.
All right, a little bit of a trade right there, so that's going to give Nick the opportunity to go ahead and pull out the deep breathing, and he makes great use of it. Phenomenal stock right there from Nick.
Hold on. Oh my goodness, 73!
And the weight too on that neutral beam. Oh, he tried. He tried to do something nice with the header.
He was trying to get the 2-frame with it. Wound up getting spiked for it. Bro. Death?
Up smash? Oh, he tried for the turnaround, yeah.
I mean, he's still in a pretty good spot right. Dead?
No, not quite.
What was that? Really straight? Oh. No, she's still
also
alive.
not quite.
Okay. He's ready to start everything. Oh my
An
God.
absolute barrage, but Joe makes it back. Back throw shouldn't kill, no.
Jeez. It's probably thick. Okay, all right. Come on, you guys. What's
Just
happening?
a delayed homie spot. Nick District gave up one when he was at high percent on the right side of the screen. Seagull Joe,
You know
courteously,
what? I know why he
gives
did
him
that.
a left. Why?
Dexter's not here.
What? Oh yeah, it ain't Tuesday.
It's an homage of him.
There we go. It's
That's why.
it's performance
I got
art.
It makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
I understand why. Shout out to Dexter.
Definitely shout out to Dexter. It's been a minute since we've seen Dexter's eating.
Yeah.
It feels like an eternity when it's probably just been a couple weeks.
I think the last time I was here, we didn't get to see it. I think it was Goku and Dexter. Instead of being no, ZD and Dexter did play. They did play. I think they played. But yeah.
Okay, Seagull Joe saying, all right, final destination being the pick, I'm just going to go ahead and let the projectiles rip.
All right. Oh, racking the damage up.
Nick has to use his aerial drift so well to get out of these combos, too. Like, it's the little things that he's doing right here.
Yeah. It just just so happens that, wow.
So that cut through the auto reticle. We have an answer.
That definitely would have broke through. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that ledge. Is that dash attack?
Down tilt, I think.
It's kind of dangerous now. Now it's just like any strong attack could probably take power on the side.
But no deep breathing active, though. So Nick needs that moment, and he gets it right there with the soccer ball. It buys him the space he needs. Joe does not quite have the ledge trap that he's known for already, though.
Okay.
Yeah, starting right to the stage, surprising.
Yeah. I suppose that can kill him off the top, though. I know deep breathing protects, but
Yeah, that's probably the reason.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's just, it feels like Nick, and I saw Oolong do this to Joe last week too. They just understand the DI for that, and they know that they can actually air dodge out of it.
Right,
just to ensure that you can't even get the forward air most times. That's still true on big bodies, but not so much on these skinny characters.
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit of thin privilege.
I mean, so far he's not doing too bad. He's still keeping it. Still keeping all of his stocks with deep breathing and pretty much full rage here.
I'd like to see him use a little bit more of the tomahawks, though.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely just like wailed away on that shield when he has deep breathing, and Joe has recognized that. He's just keeping his shield up.
Yeah,
Air train's coming, solid damage. Paying
fair.
him all the way off stage. Yeah, shield looking a little low all of a sudden.
Yeah. Watch your shield, man.
Header does an unreasonable amount of shield pressure when he hits like the hitbox where he pulls the ball out and launches the ball.
That spike hitbox is ridiculous. Okay. A little bit too late on the nair. Yeah, I was about to say this back air territory at least is going to put you in a bad spot.
Speaking of the back air territory right there. Burned the entirety of deep breathing, but not really able to finish up the stock there with the wrong hit of neutral air.
Yeah. Okay, get him off stage. The deep breathing. Smart. Mix up there. Take a flinch.
Okay, that Seagull,
okay.
he hadn't done that before.
Yeah, I thought the up smash hit him, to be honest.
Just let me blank on you for a
You
minute.
can't see me.
Oh, great call out, yeah. Seagull just didn't, I think he fast fell a little bit too much, so the back air just didn't come out.
Yeah.
Can't even get the forward air. Yeah, Nick District knows the DI on those.
It's good. Still kind of thick. Deep breathing back. I do like the fact that Seagull's being patient and what's going on there. I feel like if he was to go out there and try to challenge that, he would. Oh my! Okay, I thought he was F smashing. I didn't think he was up smashing. If he would have F smashed him, I would have ran out of this building.
He was trying to go ahead and play the stock immediately at 50%. Any kind of charge on that up smash definitely would have killed him.
Oh yeah, it definitely would have. For sure, he would have gone. But Seagull bringing it back. Okay, the half charge. Some salutation. Oh, Taco Ball still out.
These grabs from Joe have just been on point. He just knows whenever Nick wants to run forward at him.
This is so scary. He's got to be careful here. He's got. Oh my God!
Yeah, it was almost a greedy one.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna go. Yup.
Oh my goodness. Nearly claims Seagull stock. And does he get the 2-frame?
What was that?
So it wasn't even a 2-frame. Seagull Joe was a little bit above the edge.
Oh, so he caught him when he reappeared.
Exactly, yeah. Did not get the angle right on the up B, and because of that, Seagull Joe, an early exit there, and we have a game 5.
That was like the weakest of weakest dares I've seen hit. It's like Sonic's back air when he doesn't get the strong hit, but it's just like the strong enough hit that just kills you off the side.
Or that reminds me a lot of the the chest hitbox of Falcons down there that sends you off the side.
It's not the strong hitbox, but it's just.
It's like, all right, yeah, sure. I guess I die at a 45-degree angle because I hit your chest while you're trying to spike me.
Hey, it works out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He unironically might need that.
Yeah. It helps him sometimes. Sometimes he say, okay, hold on, new confidence coming in.
Yeah, new stage, new confidence. This is going to be one where it definitely works for Nick District that he has like the broad stage where he can try to camp it out.
Space. Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like most of the time Seagull's killing off the side too. You know, the blast.
Oh yeah.
Much. So.
And we could very well see like another one of those like early and greedy attempts to get deep breathing called out with a back air, and that could kill like sub 70.
Or vice versa, Nick District could get like, some type of setup. So that's early.
True, one of those headers right there, that would certainly do it. So how does Nick get back to stage? Looks like he's using his movement really well again. Like he doesn't really want to spam attacks when Joe's like got his back turned to him and trying to jump. Obviously, you don't want to go and collect the involved back air.
Yeah, he's just moving in ways that is hard for Seagull to block him. But that nair right there is gonna clip him.
But he's back to edge, back in his safe spot.
Oh, forward. Makes me up. God damn.
And just the immediate run off, get off stage.
Right. Oh, he's going for a ledge strong.
That has not been working for Joe for a while. It feels like
Okay, hold on.
people just understand now.
Not like this, man. So we throwing out smash attacks like that. See, cost 67.
Yeah, deep breathing, a hell of a drug.
Jesus. Oh, a little bit too late on the counter. Come back up. This kind of dangerous right here.
Yeah, and then he just runs immediately. We're good.
You know how earlier you were saying he wasn't doing the whole, like, edge cancel, you know.
Well, you're doing it now, that's
yeah,
for
he's
sure.
definitely doing it now. Oh, my. If that was an F smash, that was gat.
Or even an up smash.
Yeah. Any one of the. Ooh, okay. Try to run it back. I see what you're doing. Or
Yeah, not even trying for the down throw mix-up anymore. And he can't get the 2 frames either. That's another bit part of Seagull Joe's game plan that we just have not seen working so far this set.
yeah, we haven't. Yeah, this is getting kind of out of hand now. Because now he's just. I think he could even probably kill with back throw. Not just yet. He had to be closer. But at this point, it's just, he can just actually take a stop.
Yeah, I mean, Nick feels no pressure right now. He can just go ahead and retreat and
play
allow
it.
Joe to come to him.
Oh, what the?
So he misses the 1 tilt, didn't get the reverse hit box of it, but managed to make something out of it at least.
Yeah. Got some damage. What was that? He like went through him.
It's definitely
Salute the sun.
He's in his head. He's in his head.
Right now, Joe has to come up with an answer right. He gets the run through.
Can't do anything. Man. You just got to You got 2 more stocks, so it's like, it don't even matter.
Yeah, fresh back air. Looks like just take your lead and just play solid here. You can't have this happen.
Fit. Just from one day. Come on. Attack. Hold on now.
The pivots?
Kind of cooking.
Oh!
Not dead, though. He's so good at shifting with that hitter to make sure he doesn't get hit with that. I don't even think I've seen one hit him this entire set.
Joe is awake, though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is...
Yeah,
he suddenly
trying
decided
win.
to turn it on.
He's trying to win.
He just
Back air?
looked up, realized it was game 5. Was like, oh, wait a second.
Hold on.
I got this thing.
I'm losing? Hold on.
Pause.
Let me open my 3rd eye. But, I mean, so far, I mean, this is kind of doable right now. He's barely at 50%. Just need a back air at the ledge. Yeah, he's fiending for it. He's fiending for it. He's fiending for it.
The second that you said it, he just starts immediately just short hop fastball. It's like, all right.
4 times
Can
in
I
a
get?
row.
Can I get 1?
I just need you to just neutral get him real quick. Oh.
Center
Still
stage
alive.
not going to do it.
Yeah,
Great
that-
DI for
that-
Nick District too.
Also, that deep breathing really helped out too.
Yeah, you're right. The gravity that probably
Yeah.
saved him.
But this is really dangerous. Good dash attack, take it right there.
Yes, relying on that invuln shield and dash attack that
He's
time.
got to be careful here though, because like any type of smash attack or back air right now, it will probably put him in a bad spot to take that stop.
This is, if I was Joe, I would consider not engaging while deep breathing is active. Because like if you can just go ahead and wait this out, then you're much more confident and can actually play the neutral.
not scared.
Once he's got deep breathing, like why take the risk?
He's not scared, man.
Ought need to be. That's the question.
I mean, if it was me and you,
I'd be terrified.
yeah. I'll wait for it.
So yeah, I mean, you play Sonic. Of course you'd wait for it.
I'm patient and fast at the same time, you know. Okay, hold on.
This edge guard and ledge
Ooh,
trap means
clip
so
it.
much here for
Oh
Joe.
my goodness.
Oh, he just went for it though. That's not what you want to do here, Nick.
Can't do that. You can't do that.
Not against Joe. Not in this spot.
No.
A little bit too short there with the dash attack. Actually unable to get flipped in the air.
Dangerous. Oh, he was fiending for it too.
Yeah.
You saw him going up there for that back air.
Yeah, Joe immediately just letting Nick know you cannot pull that off on me right now.
Oh, that was a back air.
So was that.
Yeah, he got it. All right, deep breathing's up.
Disengage. Flee, Joe.
Get out.
I think he tried to get to that platform with a full hop and couldn't quite do it.
Okay. Drain the time.
Speaking of time,
Time. the last minute, 30 seconds.
I don't think this is going to play a
Nah,
factor.
ain't no way it's going to time. One of them is going to kill each other. I just don't know who.
Famous last words.
Right. Oh my goodness!
Seagull Joe very nearly drawing even with that last blow.
Pull it back.
Oh, he can't get the standing grab. He
So
didn't get the dash.
No, that's not.
No.
Not from Center State. He tried to get the snipe. Oh my God! This is so close. Oh,
He jumped into it. That should do it.
Yeah.
Seagull Joe nearly claws his way back right there. Nick District pops off.
That's deserved, man. That's deserved.
Oh, yeah, that was a tense game.
Yeah.
Down to the last minute, neither one of them was actually like trying to camp each other out. They were just trying to feel each other out to find that one opening that they could get.
Yeah. And Nick pulled it out with the soccer ball, which is crazy
So,
because, like, the soccer ball really wasn't working for him.
No.
It was not working for him
So
much.
I also got to say, my man Nick District made a post a couple weeks ago. He's like, he came up after like winning in like winners quarters, and he's like, I think I'm back.
Yeah.
That's what his exact words. I think I'm back,
Okay.
and he finds himself now the very next week in winners finals.
All right,
That's a
I
story
mean,
right there.
You never know, man. You never know. A
So-
lot of faith in yourself can go a long way.
Gonna go ahead and give a quick shout out to Super MK2000 hitting us up with that tier 1 sub 19 straight months in a row. Thank you so much for helping support VGBC. And in addition, I gotta also give a shout out to Che Capato. I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly. You're right, Little Mac back air is actually awful. It's like a level 11 frame startup and like minus 12 on shield. I can't defend that.
Okay.
Little Mac is a bad back air. I'll swap off for a little bit. Oh, Nick just has a statement.
So we all saw when Seagull like teleported back to ledge like 3 times, my down throw just didn't hit him, right?
Yeah.
We all saw that. Yeah, okay, cool. That's all.
We're your witnesses.
He's really
we saw
complaining
it all.
about top tier privilege. This man plays mid tier and he's surprised when top tiers do nonsense.
Hey, listen. Let him cook.
That is just privilege. You're right. You're right.
Let him cook, though. Let him cook.
Okay. Squidplumber Waluigi. So this is one where Squidplumber. Have you seen what he's been playing?
Yeah, he's been playing Byleth.
Okay, so that's the secondary that he's been going with. I'm curious if he's going to stick with it. So far, he has just not at all brought out the Belmonts. Yeah, 3 weeks in a row now. Exactly, Nick was just saying. Which is, I mean, I respect sticking with it. That is definitely, he wants to go ahead and work on this character, and come hell or high water, winners bracket or losers bracket, tournament stock on the line, he is going to stick with the character.
I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like Byleth is pretty good at a lot of matchups. Like, for one, he has a disjoint that's like literally one of the longest disjoints in the game. And can like, there's so much things he can do. Like, Nair can set up for kill confirms off ledge. You got good spacing with Fair, good spacing with Bear. And for one, you're fighting Snake. You only got to come close to Snake. The Fair is long enough to hit him.
True.
The back air.
You can pop grenades if Snake tries to play passively.
Yeah.
I feel like the problem with Byleth in this matchup is that the character's biggest weakness is speed.
Yeah.
Byleth cannot catch anybody in the
He
game.
is not
So
fast.
how do you cover Snake's landings, and how do you actually apply pressure when you don't have the ability to necessarily rush down Snake particularly effectively? That's the puzzle the Squidplumber is going to have to solve.
All right, I'll be back. I actually have to play my redemption match.
Gotcha. Good luck, yo.
All right, man. Thank you.
No problem. All right, a little bit of solo commentary here on the other side of winter semis. Dash attack right there from Waluigi, claiming a bunch of space, setting up for the edge trap. Now, I think what we're going to see from Waluigi is a lot more like air-to-airs, because he actually has the disjoints to snipe out Byleth's neutral air. So if he catches Squidplumber trying to jump in, then he can blow him up for it. Speaking of blowing him up for it, solid damage right there with the grenade. Also, I think that this was a typo here. This is actually losers round 6, so loser of this goes home, and I think we're in a best of 3 territory still. Oh, actually manages to snipe out Waluigi there. It's solid damage right from the Byleth up B. Oh, I love that from Waluigi. His forward smashes are just otherworldly here. Like, he just knows how to set it up so that it's option coverage where he has a grenade behind him, forward smash in front. So either way, it's safe. Tech Club right there from Nick District, or should be from Squidplumber. Nick's friend is Squidplumber. That I think I've called Squid like Nick District 5 times in a row because I always just see Nick's friend, like, oh, it's Nick District. Got it. Great retreating forward air right there from Squid. trying to go ahead and snatch Waluigi out of the skies, but unable to do so. One of those tricks with Snake in the magnifier. You never know if he's buffering an air dodge or tossing out a grenade. Good up B out of shield again to claim full stage control. Waluigi air dodges back, unable to get a snipe right there, Squid. And Waluigi, like, it feels like the B&Bs here are exactly what the doctor ordered, because when you have this kind of a lead with Snake, exploit your weight and exploit those trades any chance you get the opportunity to do so. You can get sniped out like that, you can take an extra 30 damage, doesn't matter. The Squidplumber is moments away from an up tilt kill. Field pressure feels ineffective here. Waluigi able to get that down air, and then the Nikita snipe. Yeah, Byleth recovery really solid, but there are some characters that can just ignore it, and Snake's certainly one of them. Or to be more accurate, Nikita's certainly one of them. All right, both players taking a minute to chat it out. We'll see if is this just like the longest preloaded John right there from Squidplumber? Or is he asking for advice in the matchup? Or is he bemoaning Snake? I mean, if it were me, I'd be bemoaning Snake. Yeah, this matchup definitely feels like one where you have to understand what Byleth can do to actually deal with those grenades at mid-distance, and it just felt as though Squid didn't quite have that answer. Like, Waluigi was able to play in shield for quite a bit of time, and then he was able to just walk forward and land aerials whenever he wanted to. Like, Squidplumber's fade backs didn't really accomplish what he was looking for. He was looking to, like, pop the grenades and walk away, and couldn't quite make it happen. Could not compel Waluigi to take a step forward. And I don't know if y'all can hear this, but the crowd is absolutely popping off for this one. Both players have their supporters, and they are going absolutely ham. Good spot dodge right there from Waluigi. Yeah, the up B is a good mix-up here, but I feel like you can't necessarily rely on it in this matchup. Stuck the platform right there, missing the tech, and actually the delayed tech there working out so he doesn't get hit by the explosive. Good roll through those two projectiles, and then, yeah, anytime anybody drops shield on a Byleth Nair, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I get it. I understand. Definitely trying to either get the parry or move out of there, assuming that the character's going to walk away from you, and you get flip line with a hit. Good low recovery right there from Waluigi, as Squidplumber trying to get those snipes with the bow and arrow, not quite working out so far for him. What do you do about this? Seems like, I don't know, neither does Squid. These edge traps from Waluigi. He uses one explosive to set up basically a forced shield for the second one, and that sets up the dash grab. It's just like one step ahead of you at every point in time. Good neutral air there from Squid, though, to force an edge opportunity, but those ciphers are so tricky. You never know when they're going to pop directly through the stage and mess up your opportunity. And he actually get a kill from that? That's insane. The grenade, like, extended the animation of that fair and gave Waluigi more than enough time to just walk forward and punish with the up air. Nuts. Just the wild side B right there. I dig that one. I think that basically if Waluigi was trying to claim any kind of space, trying to move forward at all, that would have gotten every single option there. Smart move from Squid. What an option from Waluigi. Like the empty short hop with no grenade in his hand into just jabs. Odd. Another edge trap opportunity covering the roll in, and then he actually locked him in place for a minute with that side B detonation. I really dig that one. Waluigi, what are you doing? The man ran forward and didn't hit a button. Waited for Squidplumber to spot dodge. Squidplumber may not have obliged right there, but Waluigi still managed to track him down in the end. That is so much nonsense from Waluigi. Literally, the run forward is like, I know you want to spot dodge here. I know you want to hit any kind of a button here. All right, so a big smile on both of their faces. And Waluigi for a split second is like, all right. Potentially forcing him off of the Byleth, but no. This is the way to do it. Any of y'all who are trying to go ahead and pick up a secondary, take notes from Squidplumber right here. He is not at all going to shake on this one. He's not going to go ahead and go back to the comfort of his old name. He wants to go ahead and work on this character, so he's going to ride or die. Down 2-0. Doesn't matter. Dedication for sure. Couple dash attacks sneaking underneath those aerials, something Snake is so wont to do with that low profile on the dash attack. Oh, so this is actually losers top 8. This is also best of 5. News to me. Okay, just do it again. Yeah, smart man. You thought you could punish Snake up tilt. Well, today you will learn. And then the falling, lingering back air. Against those tether recoveries, that one can certainly be a menace. Even when you get the up B off stage, Snake's recovery is solid enough to go ahead and make it back there. And now we're getting those low percentage combos. Going for the reset, too, with the spike. 72 from Waluigi. That was phenomenal. Catches the roll out there. Waluigi's reactions solid so far. Just one jab and like, please just give me this up tilt. And he gets it again. Squidplumber trying to punish that one out of shield, but has no answer. Forward tilt not quite safe on shield. Waluigi getting solid damage again with the down air this time. And now it's the fun times. Now it's, can Waluigi land his forward smash? You know he's feeling himself when he starts pulling that one out, not on read, just kind of on the hardest call outs possible. He really just wants Squidplumber to like give him the spot dodge so he can get the clip. But so far, Squid not going to oblige. Roll in, but not quite going to give out the forward tilt. Does get the second one though. And now the Nikita out, but great delay right there from Squid. No, the up smash falls all the way off the stage. And Waluigi, a mini pop-off right there. These two are two good friends for that one, though. Both of them chuckling at the end of that match. So Waluigi definitely playing with his food a little bit. That was a matchup check for Squidplumber's Byleth if I've ever seen one. It just feels as though, Byleth can't really do Byleth stuff right there. Neutral air loses out to grenades. And, the safe shield pressure that you can normally rely on with this distance demon not quite coming into play when Snake can go ahead and just take it on the chin, crouch forward, and start applying dash attack pressure. So that was a loser's 8th, loser's round 6. Waluigi versus Zexyyy on the other side of loser's quarters. And Seagull, Joe, and Crerepooba are playing off stream as Crerepooba just finished 3-0ing GUMMY, as GUMMY was trying to make his customary loser's bracket run. GUMMY's his loser bracket, I think he was in loser bracket like round 2 last week, and he made it all the way to like 3rd, which is insane. GUMMY's the second that he's in losers, I swear to God, he just gets that level up. So Crerepooba and Seagull Joe off stream, which means we will be having Waluigi remain seated, and we'll be getting Zexyyy stepping up for losers quarters. On the other side, ZD and Nick District 14 are awaiting in winners finals. Actually, looks like we're going to that one. All right, so historically speaking, this has not been Nick District's matchup. This has been it has been a long, hard road for Nick District to start claiming wins on ZD. And he's got a couple wins on ZD as of late. He's gone last stock, last hit a couple times as of late. But ZD's still firmly in the lead when it comes to set count. But let's see what Nick District can't do here. Winners finals, y'all. Nick, he said he was back last week, and good God, looks like he meant it. So this is a matchup that I talked to Oolong and Nick about. Both of them absolutely despise it. It just feels as though Wolf does everything that Wii Fit Trainer wants to do, how you have the projectiles that you can go ahead and compel approaches. Plus it's transcendent, so it can flank with those hitboxes that Nick wants to toss out at mid-distance and even beat them. You've got Shine, and then you have those big, meaty claws to just intercept any kind of aerial attempts here. Kind of have to play grounded here and try to anti-air Wolf. And if he just applies safe pressure, how? How do you do anti-air? Dash attack, forcing a tech chase situation, but not quite going to get more out of it is Zexyyy. But that's the problem. You toss this character up in Nick District's Wii Fit Trainer, and it has a ton of trouble landing. Oh, trying for the spicy combo right there. Not quite going to work out, but the delayed mash actually gets him out of that up smash. That platform assist was so clutch for Zexyyy. And he gets a down smash again. Nick District with the air dodge back to stage, not quite working out. Great use of the up air, though. You know that Zexyy's going to go for that forward tilt and try to catch a two frame. Just, yeah, toss out an aggressive hitbox, especially while you have deep breathing active. All right, those trades absolutely not working out for Nick. 2 or 3 times in a row, he just got reset trying to get back to edge. Neither one working out. Try to set up the soccer ball, but again, I feel like that's kind of, like if I had to pick a difference between Oolong's Wii Fit Trainer and Nick District's, it's that Oolong will be more than content to go for neutral and try to like neutral you down. Nick just kind of does it sometimes. Like he just tosses out that up smash in random spots, and that can like pay dividends sometimes. Others, it's a sign of impatience, and oftentimes you can just get blown up for it. Kind of what we're seeing here. Like Zexyyy has seized the control in this match after a couple of these like call-outs here. It just has not worked out for Nick. Does manage to clean up that stock, though, with the Sun Salutation. And misses the tech right there is Nick, so this is an awkward spot here. Gets the parry, but he doesn't actually parry the second hit of that landing area. Off tilt into up air, so solid damage. And this is all of a sudden very doable for Nick. Like, the neutral game is very good this game so far. Particularly this last stock. I've been really impressed with him clawing his way back. Now he's reeling back, and he gets the returning soccer ball to reverse Zexyyy. And he gets the tilt, too! What a comeback from Nick District. And immediately you see Zexyyy making the sign as run it back. The salty run back immediately. So Nick District, after I'm carping on him for just kind of doing it and feeling that he was being a little bit impatient, he settled down right back to where he needed to be. And it was suddenly Zexyyy that was flailing, trying to get some of those big hitboxes. All right, back on the same stage. His second burst going to be the same as the first. Perhaps we'll have to see here. If I had to pick like one thing I'd like to see Zexyyy do in this matchup that I think he's just too stubborn to do, is I'd like to see him like play differently, potentially disengage when Wii Fit Trainer is deep breathing active. Like this character, Wolfkin can. Wolf can 100% run across the stage, toss out a couple lasers, and shine these reflect these projectiles. Like he doesn't need to run in when Nick District has deep breathing, but he wants to engage. He wants to play the video game. And I respect that, but when the character's got the cheater moves active, sometimes you can just go ahead and let him have that. You get neutral into dash attack there, sending Nick District down into the depths. That's going to be an easy recovery there. And then the platform assist, let me get back. I think he was 100% correct to bail out of that deep breathing. Zexyyy, not going to let you have that one for free. That up smash actually catching Nick District kind of like just dash in on the initial dash. Back here does claim the stock too, so healthy percent for Zexyyy, but I mean no percent is healthy with deep breathing stuff. So he has to play super careful here. That instant like turnaround tilt, I really dig that from Nick. Like that back hitbox of that board tilt has so much disjoint that it can be very, very difficult for characters to challenge that. And the disjoint just like, it's weird. It's a weird hitbox. Jab buffs coming in clutch right there for the Wolf. It's like the one bad move that he had, and they made it like function. Going offstage with the down air, but yeah, it feels like Nick is just tricky enough with those that up B. Like the hula hoops, you can hold down to like change the trajectory of when they're going to pop off, and you can still usually make it back. So good trick from Nick District, but it's not going to save him from a full stock deficit. And now 2 times in a row, Zexyyy has just landed the forward air that he absolutely needed at low percent, and he gets fair back air to claim the stock. What a combo from ZD. He hit 1 fair at 0, and Nick did not get a chance to play the game. Every now and then, ZD reminds us why his Wolf is so sick. Good lord. It's like his Fox's advantage state, everybody knows that Fox is a good advantage state. Everybody knows what that character can do the second it hits a dash attack. Every now and then, it's like, oh, I have a safe on shield forward air that also leads into grab, and my whole kit, and sometimes you just don't get a chance to actually touch your sticks once I hit one of them. Yeah, fade back forward air this time. He's done it twice now. So perhaps, again, I carved on it a little bit, and he started doing it. Deep breathing up. ZD started to fade back to the fair so that he can make it safe. All right, deep breathing allowing Nick District to burst out of disadvantage and get a little bit of combo of his own. But you have to be careful. Those platform-assisted combos can carry you off stage in a heartbeat. That was millimeters away, landing that forward smash with ZD. Gonna get the 2-frame here. No, can't quite connect. And the header a little bit too high. Lets ZD get the grab instead. Up smash again, Nick District. I think I like that call out though because it wasn't gonna get too punished from it. ZD wasn't in like a spot where he could actually get a forward air and he kind of have a combo starter. And only at 42% here, so not a ton of extra credit neither. So I dig the option for Nick that time. What I don't dig is how frequently ZD is blowing up these edge opportunities from Nick. Like everybody, oh, it's not Tuesday. Dexter, where you at? ZD instead giving up his stock to the gods. We'll have to see if this goes ahead and gives Nick the opportunity he needs to make it back in here, or is he just going to go ahead and clutch it out again? Nick setting himself up for another edge trap, and he's having gone too well, and very nearly getting the reverse hit of that down smash was ZD. Gets it again this time. These air dodges from Nick looking a little bit panicked. I love that blaster just intercepting the option right there off stage and stopping all momentum. 2-frame connected successfully. Not quite going to finish the stock, but this is looking dire. Do it again? Yes, sir. That'll do it for ZD. So, again, Nick District willingly went to edge. He said, I think that I can play fine on edge. I can get my camp game. I can get my plank game going. ZD dispossessed him of that idea and his stock. Those hitboxes from Wolf are so good at intercepting what Wii Fit Trainer wants to do with those planking options. To be honest, if I was Nick, I might reconsider. Like, yeah, the edge is safe in most matchups, but it doesn't look like it's safe in this one.
2, 1, go!
And again, that time, this entire combo set up by the fade back fair, so perhaps ZD did change up his game plan at low percent with deep breathing active after that loss in game 1. Toss him off stage, and then immediately catching the greedy deep breathing. Nick District put on notice as all of a sudden ZD reeling off 2 dominant wins in a row, and it's looking like he's positioning himself for a third. Good job air dodging out. Nick has learned, don't air dodge in on ZD. Don't give him that opportunity to blow you up, make you look like a fool. Intercepting the jump opportunity. Does ZD have a double jump? He does. He's able to go. Why did that combo? Why did the weak hit of the side B allow ZD to go into advantage all of a sudden? His character's pretty good. That's all I'll say. Up tilt from Nick. Now Zexyyy struggling to land, but cannot quite land the forward tilt. Parrying to the down tilt, though, will give Nick the opportunity to go and load this stock up for Zexyyy, and he desperately needs that here. That's the down tilt that time off to another aggressive side B from ZD. This is a big moment right here. It's like he had deep breathing, he had the ability to start up a string, but instead, no deep breathing, no damage actually applied to ZD so far. And now we're at that spot where you have to worry about things like up air and up tilt killing. Speak of the devil. Directly underneath the platform, just go ahead and mash on that up tilt because you know that it is so difficult to punish and strikingly disjointed. Good string here from Nick District, though. ZD, how's he going to be able to respond? Not particularly well. He overcommitted to an option right there, assumed that Nick District was going to like air dodge back to stage, and instead, Nick picked a different option, managed to claim that stock. Not going to get the fair to back air, so instead settling for the forward smash. Another edge opportunity, but good jump away. And Nick, he really likes that, the forward air into the forward smash. It works like it's some percents, but I feel like mid-percents, it's just, nah, it's not going to function with that. Delayed mash from ZD, so that allows Nick District the opportunity to get fair. And the deep breathing active. This is an even game if I've ever seen one. Is Nick going to be able to force the game 5? He lands a weak hit of the back air and can't quite get the run-up grab. Instead, ZD gets one of his own. Forces Nick off stage with the back throw. This is a tense spot. No more deep breathing, and the blaster barrage off stage means that Nick can't even go for it. The 2-frame intercepted with that forward tilt. Nick, he was cooking up a storm game 1, but ZD rails off 3 wins in a row with a statement victory. So I think we saw really like a blueprint that Nick District had. He knows what he needs to do in those situations, but it just felt as though ZD had that little extra spice right there. Like I mentioned it, that I felt that he was being too aggressive in trying to punish Nick when he had deep breathing on, and looks like we have a statement here. Nick District, oh, okay. You're going to hop on and commentate for a bit. Sick. All right, and also, Oolong, I agree with you 100%. Oolong, I had wanted to call this out in chat. He said, look me in the eyes and tell me that ZD deserved that combo he got. No one that's honest can tell you that Wolf deserved that nonsense combo.
I mean, what else is new? I mean, we all know my thoughts on this character. I mean, I'm better at Oolong than fighting it, but still bullshit character.
It is.
That's my one of the year.
Definitely like the most honest top tier, but anybody that says he's not a top tier is on something crazy.
I wouldn't even say that. On the honest top tier part, there's no such thing as an honest top tier in this game.
I think that most of the top tiers are top tier because they cheat. Wolf is top tier because he is like the distillation, the
He's
ultimate.
so good at everything.
Exactly, he's the ultimate distillation of what it means to be a Smash character. He plays Smash in all phases of the game. He just does it better than everybody else.
Yeah.
It's like Joker, that character cheats. Arsene is absolutely a cheater move. Like
Top 3 free.
Easily. Like Aegis, that character doesn't
Top
have to play
3
neutral. Easily. Yep. Min, that character doesn't play neutral. Neutral plays it.
Low key, not as top tier as people like to say.
Agreed. It's just a cheater character.
Yeah. I really wish we'd stop letting snakes go to PS2 in the region.
True. I've been saying ban the stage forever.
That's why whenever Luigi and me have played, our sets are like majority of it is on PS2. Not PS2, Town. Because this stage is really good for Snake, because you just set, you set C4 on one of the platforms, and then you just play around the other one.
Yep.
And then what do you do? Plus, Snake's tech chasing ability is pretty good.
That is saying quite not enough for this character.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I feel like also with the, the less, there's not as much Snake representation these days, and most of it's coming from Japan, it feels like now. Because MVD has been, he's been around, but he hasn't been seeing the heights he used to.
True, it's really been Apollo Kage. Apollo Kage has been the one to pick up the torch, and what a torch it's been. The highest placing Snake in a couple of these majors as of late.
Oh yeah, it's amazing his progress. he's made in the last year.
And folks might forget that Waluigi, like, this is a man with multiple, like, top 20 placements at majors.
Yeah.
Like, he is no slouch. He just hadn't been around for a
Top
while.
64 at Genesis 7. So, you know, kind of slightly good at the game.
Just a little bit.
You know, took some PGR wins there as well. So.
And we're already seeing quite a bit of the gameplay here that shows us kind of why. Like, he just blows up these neutral get-ups so well, even without the grenade right there.
I think the worst part is, even if he rolls, Youngling's roll is one of the worst in the game, if not the worst. And he'd still get, I still think he'd get hit by the front hit of it.
You might be right, actually.
Of down smash. So I guess like just waiting there is honestly the best option, but you know, sometimes folks get a little bit panicked.
Look at Nancy, the one-hit button.
When Snake has a Snake is just on the field.
So that dash attack actually clanking with the projectiles. The shoulders on that move are actually invulnerable.
Yeah.
Snake, like whoever thought the idea of like giving like a zoner zone breaking opportunities is I want to have a conversation with him.
I do like Waluigi's knowledge of the game. Why? I was just about to talk about your knowledge of the game. Then you shield grab.
Exactly.
You try to shield grab a young Link.
Like we should know by now that this character, the second that it touches your shield, any move, it's safe. Disengage.
Several -3 moves. Aerials, because why not?
Back air is a travesty.
Yeah, I mean, back air.
Neutral air.
I think it's back air, fair, and up air.
Fair, yep.
That are -3.
I think theirs like -4s too, isn't it?
I do have a graphic for this actually. Let me.
Yeah, you pull that up, and while you do, we'll see if Waluigi can go ahead and get the edge
+1
trap.
as well. That's
it's plus.
The up smash for Snake. Yeah, it may just be the actual like missile that comes, the rocket that comes down, but it is plus at some point of the move.
Nonsense. All right, speaking of nonsense here, Waluigi getting away with these recoveries right now. So far, Zexyyy has been unable to claim the stock. Instead, he goes for the full commitment on the grab, and that will spell his doom. And right there, I think we saw Snake gameplay in a nutshell. The match was even until all of a sudden Waluigi had the slightest of lead, and then he just didn't die ever again.
Okay, it is -2, -3 for Nair.
Yep.
-3, -2 for fair. -3, -3 for bair, and up air is -9, and down air is -11, -12 when you fast fall it.
So yeah, this character's, if he taps your shield, just understand that you're probably not going to be able to do nothing about it.
Also, Zair, for its existence, is -3 as well, because why not?
Because this character needs really, really safe shield pressure. Plus projectiles.
Unironically, I think that they do definitely need safety. I don't think they need this much safety.
Exactly.
Like, I understand, you know, they're kind of stubby at times, which would be a big problem if they weren't so safe.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely a character that's, it gets hard countered by a couple members of the cast, but other than that, has a phenomenal matchup spin. Down throw into the up air, and then intercepts the attempted recovery with that forward air, and this was a phenomenal early stock. Now we're going to see what Zexyyy can do with a big lead. Now we're going to see him start to run away and create space.
Yeah, Snake is one of the worst characters in the game, especially when he's at a disadvantage. Like, let me rephrase that. Snake is one of the worst characters in the game when he has a disadvantage, because you have to try to find a way to come back while your main thing is trading with your projectiles. You kind of can't afford to do that when you're losing. And Young Link doesn't have to commit to anything, so he can just play back and force you to use your grenades. That actually may be it.
He had the double jump still, so actually able to make it back even without the bomb.
Yeah, Waluigi wasn't able to capitalize off the low angle because Young Link's is a pretty decent recovery. I say that in quotes for decent, but when you're able to like hit them at such a low angle, it becomes pretty easy to actually edgeguard them. Yeah. It's just when they get a bomb is when it becomes an actual problem.
Yeah, if they have time to set it up, solid. If they don't have time to set it up, really poor. Down tilt, not quite going to connect there. Did actually read the standard get up, and now Waluigi, it's just like you said, Nick, struggling to actually find these hits because Zexyyy definitely pulling out the projectiles just to let the man know that you have to claim this space.
And Waluigi has been saved a couple of times by the weird hitboxes of Young Link up air, and because he's lived off the top at percents where normally a sweet spot up air would kill, and he's just been getting sour spots. And he just has to make the most of it because, you know, he's down by quite a bit, and he's definitely tanking some damage. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's able to live that one too, but we're kind of already seeing that the margin for error for Waluigi is so small. Meanwhile, Zexyyy, he can just go ahead and play at that mid-distance and dare you to miss attack, dare you to get clipped by any of these projectiles. He does not feel the need to apply any kind of on-point pressure. Why deal with CQC when you got an arrow in the back pocket? He should, however, look to claim the stock, because if he gets up again into these down smashes, he's not going to be living too long at all.
At 158%. This is when Snake starts to, well, when Snake is able to play a neutral game or slight advantage, you're able to really make the most of it. And Waluigi is somebody who will camp if needed. And he knows his combo trees when the bad.
That was so sick by Waluigi, very nearly claiming the stock there. I think he faced the wrong way with that Nikita on accident. Otherwise, he could have dropped that really quickly.
And you can't spot dodge that Snake.
No.
Snake dares also such a World Cup. It's frame 3.
Nonsense.
And then, ooh,
He's doing to get up again.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that with Zexyyy. Got to go ahead and mix that up.
He's been starting to get up a lot, which, once again, we talked about it. The down smash has been hitting quite a bit. He's been that up tilt hit, of course, but Young also kind of struggles at the ledge in general. He's going back to PS2. Once again, I don't really agree with that. Oh, with finger guns coming forward? Yeah, okay. But Zexyyy, as far as I know, has a Kirby as for another character, but I don't expect to see his Kirby.
If he goes Kirby against Waluigi, we're going to have words. Like, that is an awful matchup.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Kirby can't get in, ever. That character's just too slow. And he has no aerial mobility neither, so... And he's got a bunch of multi-hits.
I'm really glad we have characters like this. Why are you down smash from back there? Even if he rolled in, it wouldn't have hit.
True.
But characters like Snake, because Kirby's not a good character, and I'm sick of people acting like this character's like some some hidden top, like, hot mid-tier or something. It's like, no. It's like these Kirbys are just getting the best, like, brackets for them. It's like, don't get me wrong, they're good players, but also, like, you know.
Yeah, Kirby, he's not a good character, but what he can do is he can kill you early. He's got a ton of kill power and a lot of, like, solid combos. He just should never get that first hit.
Yeah. And I think Zexyyy does know this because we're not seeing it right now.
Agreed, yeah. Sticking with the young Link here, and why not? These matches have been relatively close until they aren't. And I feel like he'll have a lead, and then Waluigi would just claw his way back.
Yeah, he's... Okay, let's be honest. Waluigi is not grabbing Zexyyy.
No,
but if he did, he's, that's instant down throw up air.
That was sick. That was so sick. The one jab into the... Oh, the up smash is coming down. You better hold that shield.
He knows. But, Zexyyy's still put on a decent amount of percent. Even with how heavy Snake is, he's going to die to that dash attack.
Yeah, and this is also a character that's pretty solid when he's trying to make comebacks, because he has to spam out a ton of these moves to, like, rack up damage. But when he comes back from the Angel platform, your moves aren't stale no more. So you can go ahead and toss out things like dash attack and even things like fair and get those kills a lot earlier than you normally would.
The returning boomerang not setting it off, which I'm surprised about. I feel like any sort of move usually sets off a grenade, but this time. And can we talk about how ridiculous frame 1 grenades are?
Oh, that's good.
Like, it is ridiculous. No.
Yeah, thank God he got hit by the up smash. That was the forward smash.
That's a trade, and he's... Oh, I just realized it's not last stock. Okay. I was going to say, these two are playing pretty casual for it to be a last stock situation.
Yeah, they have one extra one there, so not quite in the desperation mode yet. Oh, missing the dash grab right there, but cannot land the down air conversion is Zexyyy. Now Waluigi's starting to respect these aerials a lot more. But the point-blank range arrow going to go ahead and lead to that kill. So this is kill percent for Waluigi as well.
Yeah, we're talking about how they made, like, for lack of a better word, arrows and melee were kind of flaccid.
True, yeah, they didn't really do much.
Yeah, they kind of just, like, you shot them out with no charge, and they just plummeted. They just did not go anywhere. They made it so much better in this game. Same with Nikita. That's another move they made good.
Yeah, that move used to be useless, and now it's like, it just invalidates certain characters.
Yeah. But it's like, it's frame, I don't care what frame it is. It doesn't need to be a fast frame for it to be good.
Yeah, if you're not a fast character and making it back to stage, that frame is fast enough.
Yeah. But down, I don't even feel like one of the biggest things in this game is people gotta eventually figure out how to start DIing stuff. Now we still don't fully know how to DI Rob up air because every answer here is conflicting. We don't know apparently we don't know how to DI Young Link down throw. It feels like later on, oh, that's going to be it. I don't even know if you can DI to get out of that.
So a lot of characters can, but Snake, he doesn't have the best aerial mobility.
Yeah.
So very difficult there. Also, on the Rob, the secret to DIing Rob is the same for his up air, is the same to DIing Mario's. The arms will tell you where you're going to get hit, so DI in the direction of the arm you're getting hit by. So if he drags you to the left and you're hitting you with his left arm, DI to the left, so that way you're at a sharper angle.
Yeah.
That's always the secret. The problem is that there's no one answer for those moves. You have to react to what's happening. That's why people screw those up, because the characters can like drag you left or right. And sometimes you just get sent straight up, and if you guess wrong, you just die.
I look forward to next week when I hear a different answer. But yeah, that was good knowledge to know for any people who struggle with Rob, aka me and everybody else.
All right, so Zexyyy does claim the game here, and he was looking pretty good. I think the recipe for success was he claimed that lead, and then he started killing early. He did not allow Waluigi to live to that 170, 180. We know this character got a little bit of Sheik-itis that it can struggle to kill when you don't get those confirms going.
I don't know how I feel about this stage. So I do know Zexyyy does like the stage. He's counterpicked it against me a few times, against other people as well. That's so good. That's such a good weight.
I can't believe the weight from Zexyyy. 0 to death, and that wasn't even a combo. That was 3 of them. He just called out Waluigi's options time and time again.
Zexyyy is someone who he's a clipper, and the reason why he's so good at clips is because he's so good at calling you out. He just seems to know where, what you're going to do in what situation. Unfortunately, it's still Young Link sometimes, so it doesn't matter.
He's a guy with great change of speed. He knows when to go ahead and just go for the optimal combo, and when to break it up and hold and just wait to see what you're going to do. All right, so now we're back to the grenade mid-range gameplay, and solid damage for Waluigi.
And yeah, considering that he lost, I don't think he even did anything more than like 15% on Zexyyy in that first stock.
No, first stock was 0 to death.
Oh, it just straight up was. Okay,
straight up 0 to death,
that is a lot of damage. Never mind. My point is just now null. 87% is a lot of damage. It's a lot more than like 50 compared to like 50% on Snake is a lot different than 80% on Snake.
True, yeah. 50% is like you're barely at a combo percent. 80% is like maybe I need to start worrying.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Young Link's bombs had the same range as Grenade?
I don't want to think about that. That is definitely one of those where that is a worse world than we currently live in, and this one ain't that great neither.
Also, he stopped. Oh, he's dead. He stopped neutral get up. That's a big thing.
That's the secret. Well, Luigi was getting those stocks like absurdly early. He does that. Deck chase? No, immediately into the forward tilt. I'm kind of surprised that more Snakes don't try for the down throw and then just go for an up tilt tech chase. Like, yeah, it's not true necessarily. Okay. just light the man up. Up smash after up smash after up smash. Full stock lead for Zexyyy. Let's see what he can make out of it. Does get the down throw, and this is usually big damage.
Oh, he tried to set it off. That's his issue. He's pressing buttons. In disadvantage against Young Link? That's crazy.
Nah, you have to hold that against this character.
Yeah, but he's just not getting it. I don't think this stage is good. I think this stage actually benefits, like, campers more than, like, Snake camping, if that makes sense.
Where'd you go?
Not here. I'm not, I'm trying to think of, oh, it's dead.
What a confirm! Mike, he literally was stuck juggling at ledge for a solid minute. Arrow, into boomerang, into arrow, into, well, what's your ban, bro?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of cases where people, like, think small battlefield may be the answer. And then, like, against, like, projectile characters. But as someone who is a projectile player, those platforms are a lot easier to move between and the height underneath than PS2s are. Because PS2s are a lot taller, so things get through a lot easier. They're further apart, so you can't just jump from them easily without, like, being in the air for quite a bit. And the side blast zones mean you can kill a lot earlier off the side, because that ceiling's the same. So the ceiling's not affected by this whatsoever.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen something like... I would have thought, if I had to pick a Snake stage here in this matchup, I would have thought something like Smashville, which might have been banned, Hollow Bastion, or Battlefield. Waluigi loves his Battlefield.
So, that is true. I do know Waluigi likes Battlefield. I do imagine that's banned. However, Waluigi's also talked about how he hates Smashville because it feels overwhelmed sometimes on it, because he feels like he needs space to play his game, which we're seeing right now.
But not in this matchup. In this matchup, I feel like you want to actually go ahead and rely on your CQC, because Zexyyy's using space a lot better than Waluigi is most of the time.
Yeah. I guess I was just more so surprised that he isn't going to maybe like a stage like Town. I feel like Town benefits both these characters pretty well.
Do you want to catch Young Link on Town?
I mean, I have. Like this is
Snake.
You gotta. Yeah, it's true. I play a little fast.
Exactly.
Little fast Wii Fit. Even though this matchup was terrible. Well, the Young Link Wii Fit Snake is even. Don't take that out of context. Actually, no, take that out of context. I dare you. But we're just seeing right now, Waluigi has this lead, but he can't find a way to. See, when I said Zexyyy was a clipper,
There we go.
he knows his confirms, and just like that, this game is even.
I mean, Snake is certainly susceptible to it. Despite the frame 1 grenades, this is still a big body with slow frame data in the air. So he basically has one option: hit the B button, hit the air, or just take flip.
Yeah, and usually Snake is a character that can. Most characters can let Snake. Well, can't. Not can. They're forced to let Snake cook grenades for a bit. But with how many projectiles Young Link throws out, that isn't really an option versus Young Link.
Agreed. This is an awkward spot, though, but the high recovery into the down smash. The air dodge should not.
He his jump.
Oh, he actually must have touched the ground because he definitely used that earlier.
Yeah, but that up tilt's going to do it. And this is looking a lot better, though.
This is, however, tournament stock here for Zexyyy. So we've seen him make these comebacks in this set. The question is he going to allow Waluigi's Snake to live super late?
Good tech, but does he have a jump? And that is
so unfortunate.
I think he may have just tried using it right before he got hit. And that down there is laggy when it's not hitting anything.
C4 is also on stage too.
Yeah. And there is. Yeesh. Tethers in this game are wild.
The ability to just instantly snap, yeah.
That's a lot of damage for a reverse edge guard. That's dead.
Yeah, you try to land on it. You cannot land over Snake. That is a crucial mistake and the worst possible idea at the last possible moment of the match. Tried to challenge Snake up tilt, and, well, he learned.
He was gifted a nice little stock off the SD. And unfortunately, landing on Snake is not how you make good use of it.
100%. It's always the awkward spot where just like you're playing in neutral, you're feeling yourself a little bit, and then you realize, oh wait, Snake up tilt exists.
Yeah.
I forgot. All right, so let's go ahead and say if we can't take a peek on the other side of losers bracket, provide a bit of an update here. Who are you waiting on?
I'm waiting on...
You losers finals, right?
Yes, I'm waiting on this set, the upcoming set, which is going to be Waluigi versus Mr. Seagull Joe, I believe.
Yeah, Seagull, I think, won.
That would make sense. Also, that matchup's just like really
yeah, Seagull 3-0 over Crerepooba, so
That's
it's going to be Seagull Joe versus Waluigi coming up here. Winner of that faces our very own Nick District.
I made a joke that Seagull's the savior of the region, because we've been having that big Ridley problem recently.
Yep.
And also just a lot of digging recently. We've had one season where Ridley was not in the top 10.
Huh.
Iota was top 10 in every PR in the first year. We didn't have a January 2020 PR. And then the first season back was the only PR season where once again we didn't have one. What is Zexyyy doing? That's a Pro Controller. Neither of these two use.
Disconnect your Pro Controllers, y'all.
But in that first season was Crerepooba at 12 and Smub at 13, and then after it, Smub has been top 10 in every season.
Yeah, Smub definitely. The emergence of Smub has been a plague on this region for many players that just hate that freaking character. Justin Byleth was in chat earlier. I'm fairly certain that even the mention of Ridley is sending that man up a tree right now.
Me and Trade War, one of the TO's community members from Chicago, currently working on a video about Smub versus Justin. And I do have some plans to talk about.
Where's it going out? Your YouTube?
We have no idea. It's still in scripts right now.
Gotcha.
Probably maybe Nevermore related stuff, because I've been not fulfilling my content creation responsibilities, and I can feel like I can just be like, hey guys, here's what we did. And
Nice.
And then we can just push it out through there, because they've been, hey, check out Nevermore. They put out a video post for the Genesis recap, as well as a Kazuya guide. So if you want to learn how to play this game without playing the game, check that out.
Certainly, hit him up. So you've been talking a little bit about how Seagull Joe's Palu may be the savior of the region.
Not in this match. Maybe not
this
in this
one,
matchup.
though.
Specifically in the Ridley one.
Yeah, in this particular matchup, he is a devil, not an angel, because, good God, Seagull Joe is a patient player. Waluigi might be even more so. I have seen matches go to nearly time because neither one of them refuses to approach.
Oh, yeah. And I feel Seagull recently has been using a lot of poke tools. And if Waluigi's grenade placements are good, that's a bad lack of tech roll. Oh shoot!
Yeah, that's a new thing that Joe's been doing a lot. Is that down air out of shield?
Yeah.
Like, just as an option, like both players are shielding, he doesn't want to get the turnaround grab. They just down air and then uses like a full hop to get away.
Okay. I've seen him use this in 2 matchups. That's so good. Seagull loved going for that up air ledge. But so the main reason why the Wii Fit matchup is actually like even. I know Wii Fit blah blah, but it's because of the crouch. Wii Fit crouches underneath grab. Like grab, bear, and stuff like that. Like there's really good out of shield options. You know who else has like the lowest crouch compared to Wii Fit? Snake. And I'm not sure if because like Wii Fit is like, literally a game of pixels. Like if they're in their idle animation on when they're crouching, they start doing push-ups, and just that alone can affect it. Same with like just if their head is which way they're facing. So I don't know if Snake's is like consistently like too high or like maybe there's
But yeah, I've definitely seen like that was the Jalen special. It was like he would just crouch and dare Palu to walk forward, and Palu like didn't like doing that whatsoever. Already seeing Waluigi try to go ahead and use those lingering aerials to combat Seagull in the air-to-air game. But this is the problem here. If you're not swinging with back air, you are susceptible to the grenade trades. And Palu, the weight differential between her and Snake is extreme.
All right, this is a crazy idea, but hear me out. Snake's grenades get affected by wind boxes.
Yes.
What if Seagull just starts F-smashing in neutral? They can't push them back.
That could be an option. I do that all the time with Mario's Flood. Just blow them both away. It's like, all right, I see you trying to set something up. No, I don't want to deal with that nonsense. Look at that. Nair lasts so long that you pick up grenade and then get guaranteed that you're going to get blown up with it. Oh, it's so unfortunate for Seagull.
Yeah, and being able to get the up tilt there, and he's fighting back on that stage. And Seagull, I don't know if this is a today thing, but Seagull's been kind of lazy on his ledge traps. He's been going for that down tilt a lot. That is a unique animation I have not seen before from Snake. Like when he covers his ears, it looks like when the grenades are going off by it.
True, yeah, it's a weird one. But I agree. I watched Joe's match versus you, and I commented on this. He just has not been hitting his 2 frames, and his ledge traps have really been ineffectual.
It's just been him backing up after he after a few amount of time, and he just start side being or just trying to get him with bear. Yeah.
Speaking of the devil, one back air forces Waluigi off stage. How does he actually get down? Are we going to see the up air? No. Going for the up smash, but in the wrong direction. And then Joe immediately positions himself for that tri-state special, the back throw, but not going to work out either.
Yeah, and Waluigi knows what he needs. I feel like it's going to be trying to get Joe to get him, but that back throw is definitely going to take it.
Barely, though. I think if Waluigi jumped, he might have been able to survive.
Oh, it's probably may die to a Laurel. Oh, definitely going to die now, but there's a chance that Joe may not even. Well, I meant when I said F smash, I meant when it was coming forward, not when it was directly on him.
True. Yeah, the hitbox definitely set that one up, but the windbox didn't help. That actually caught him. I'm stunned. Roll in. Oh, he was facing the wrong way, though.
What are you doing?
Exactly.
That actually could be really bad now, because that's just going to. Never mind. It's going to get hit by 1 hit of that.
Solid shield damage forces Waluigi to run in just a little bit, but does land a successful dash attack. Is Nikita going to get the clutch? No. Seagull finally using that teleport, but the down tilt off the parry.
Yeah, and this is just going to be Waluigi trying not to get hit by any of the Palu's neutral tools while throwing grenades out and just praying that's just going to do it. I think he got both hits of the grenade and the Nikita, so.
Yeah, if you guess wrong on one of those hitboxes, then you will find yourself in a world of pain against Snake. Like leading one explosion to the next is certainly the character's forte. So, I think the one thing that we can point out that Waluigi did super well in that matchup was he played in a great anti-grab game.
Yeah.
Like we didn't really see whenever he was at kill percent, we didn't see him going into a point where Seagull could get things like the easy down throw back air, because given Snake's poor aerial mobility still has that trouble. Didn't see a lot of things like just getting back thrown and then forced off stage to recover low.
Why did that trip?
Because Sakurai loves this character. Like it felt like given like how lackluster the character was in Smash 4, that this character got like the craziest tune-up.
That's Ed.
Yeah.
Speaking of tune-up, that move.
It's so disjointed.
I'm impressed actually that they somehow went through this game's lifespan without thinking that move needed a nerf.
Yeah, I mean, back air I don't think got a nerf neither, right? It was just the grab for this character and then the forward air.
I think Nair got nerfed a bit.
Nair too, yeah. But they actually buffed it a couple times to make it like Link better, and then they nerfed it.
Of course it did. That's bad. Oh, that's just unlucky. Yeah, this is not looking... We saw how Seagull was at least able in that last game to fight back. And it wasn't exactly close, but it wasn't like, you know, he was super, super far behind. What are you doing?
I think he tried to grab the grenade with the jab.
There's a chance, yeah. But...
Oh, you thought. Immediately teleport and just run away. Seagull Joe not trying to go in and be aggressive. He wants to play passively. He wants Waluigi to earn every point of damage, and so far, it is working out.
That is, that's going to do it. But this is such a... I don't know what to think of that. That's not going to kill.
No.
Yeah, he's heavy.
Yeah, you could have lived that a little longer too if he DI'd up, but that's the problem when you're trying to get down on Palu. Like, you try to go ahead and get the B reverses and wave bounces with the neutral B and the down B, but up air covers both of them.
Yeah.
And it knocks away Nikita, and it hits you, and it hits grenades and you. Like,
it's just unlucky.
Palu has the answers to eliminate Snade's projectile.
Anticipating maybe an air dodge on the stage, but not going to get it. It's an air dodge to the ledge. I do know Waluigi as a player will go for a ledge more than you won't. You know? Not the worst option.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, he knew it. He called it the spot dodge, but couldn't get it. Couldn't capitalize off it. This is just
Seagull Joe making love to that B button for a minute. It's like just letting the man know what he's got.
That was a really good fair, and drift away. Yeah, he's just trying to grab it, but I don't. Once again, he's just not grabbing the grenades.
No. Just please come get back thrown. Oh no. Good
Yeah, it's gonna F throw and then go for a ledge trap. That's gonna do it.
Yeah, dash attack finally does clean that up, but this is a dangerous position for Waluigi. Now he has to recover again, and the up air, 3 stocks in a row right there. Seagull Joe certainly had that answer. So after a Game 1 victory, it felt like Seagull firmly in the driver's seat Game 2. What changed, Nick?
Just had a lead. He just had a lead. It's, we talked about in the Zexyyy that Snake is a character that benefits heavily from a lead, and Palu can snowball pretty hard, and Snake gets snowballed pretty hard. And Seagull was just not, he wasn't flipping. He wasn't giving Waluigi a chance to bring it back or anything, and it showed.
I feel like a lot of the characters that require your opponent to make a mistake to get a neutral win, Seagull Joe just dominates those matchups. The other one that comes to mind is Game & Watch. So we've seen multiple Game & Watch players come to the region and kind of get blown back by Seagull Joe. And he just does not lose that matchup because if you don't have the tools to force him in, he will just destroy you in neutral.
That was such a good throw. I don't know if it was intentional to go off at that time. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it's just to get it off him. But that's dead.
Yep.
These high recovers are killing Waluigi, and they're also giving Seagull such a big lead.
Wait, he did it. He ledge canceled.
He actually did ledge cancel.
That might be the first I've seen.
I know he's always talked about how they don't, Oh, he has a C-save to jump. I know he's talked about previously how they don't, they're kind of useless or something. And
Lies.
Like, Seagull, what are you talking about? That is a movement option in this game that lacks a lot of movement options.
Yeah, it's 100% stubbornness. I refuse to believe that that's useless.
Back in my day. Okay, Seagull. Okay, Joe.
But yeah, he's definitely a B&B kind of player. Like, no slingshots here, none needed though. Because his spacing is just so good.
And we're just seeing right now.
Both of them were trying for that dash attack. Seagull just didn't come out in time.
The invincibility on a lot of these moves also means that Waluigi can't even risk going for like a up tilt trade.
No.
Because it's gonna lose every time. That's a really good jump back from Joe.
Yeah, fade back fair. If folks forget how good that move is because back air might take the center shine, but it just feels as though that fair is such a good poke tool for Palu. No buttons needed.
Yeah.
Now Waluigi has a puzzle to solve.
How do you get in? And we can just see the benefit of this stage is, the shorter shorter ceiling heights, not ceiling heights, shorter platform heights, as well as like the less distance in between means that, hey, Palu can get between them pretty quickly and avoid a lot of what Snake's trying to do. Because when Snake commits, he's going to have to be committing against Palu.
Yep, and you just want to be standing directly underneath those platforms. They just make it so hard for him to like land those arc grenades over to you, and make it really difficult for him to come into something like a back air or a down air.
Another thing I've been noticing a lot from Seagull is he's not giving in to... He's just not giving in to Waluigi's pressure. Like, Waluigi will go for a bear on shield, and then that's a lot of pressure. Instead of just sitting there and shield, letting him F-tilt him or something, he's just jumping out. And he's just going to use his amazing airspeed to jump back in and poke with fair.
So after that Game 1 loss, Seagull Joe has had 2 dominant wins in a row. I feel like the question is, like you said, that the big difference is basically that Joe's had leads this whole time. I'm curious if Waluigi, if the reason why he's been like falling behind so quickly has been like those greedy high recoveries combined with the fact that he's not been really playing grounded as much.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't really been intercepting Joe's hard landing lag with things like dash attack like he did Game 1.
He's also been messing up these grenades a little bit. He's been taking a lot of self-damage off the start. And this is no jump either. What do you do?
Palu fair, like there is no answer in this match, it feels like. You just have to take it on your shield and just wait for Palu to reposition.
Gonna get the dare there and anticipating a spot dodge from Waluigi. Seagull still didn't know how to punish it. Getting a sour spot there.
I'm stunned that he didn't manage to call out that spot dodge.
I think like he did. It was just he landed too fast. That's what it looked like happened there. Landed too fast. He wasn't able to get the. Why are you trying to shield grab that?
Why are you trying to up tilt at 74 too?
Oh, that's dead.
That killed off the top. What?
Yeah, I don't think that was good DI because it was just like a mix of stuff.
Seagull trying to jump away, I think.
Yeah.
So because of that, he was holding up.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
That's the Waluigi though. He just goes off stage with that. I've got a lead. Let me make it a bigger one. Also, I absolutely despise that sometimes Palu doesn't say explosive flame.
Oh, I don't know if that's just a hitbox thing or that. Oh.
Sometimes the audio cue doesn't come out, and I'm just like, what?
Okay, how is he going to come down? That was a really good grenade because looks like he's letting himself fall a bit, and then going back up now because it mixes up with the up air timings. And by the time he comes back down, the grenade's going to be there, and it's going to be cooking for a little bit. That's going to
spot dodge almost the entire bit of the up tilt.
All right, this forward though, not going to go for any one of those. Yeah, you can't do that on shield. Not going to go for any one of those down throw tech chases, but
I'm surprised by that. It looks like he wanted like full stage control, but I feel like you had the opportunity to get a kill if you guessed correctly.
He's able to get those grenades in just in time, and getting hit by a fair is an instant dash attack at this percent. I don't think that fair was intentional, but.
Speak of dash attacks right there, Waluigi able to claim full stage control with that one. He sets up the trap, but Joe just teleports back to center stage.
That's a down throw.
Yeah. Down throw up tilt, may not have seen it for a bit because folks are so good at playing anti-grab against Snake, but eventually you get a little bit careless. Super simple.
That is so much damage. Yeah, and this is, once again, it's just a battle of leads right now. How did none of that set the original one off?
That didn't break armor.
That's so good. And there we go. When Waluigi isn't forced to land on his, land in a certain direction, we're seeing how he's able to get around that. That's fine. See how he's able to get around that up air from Seagull.
Caught the roll in twice. Did Seagull Joe right there. Tries to the lingering back air, using the Cypher to extend the hitbox, but not going to work out. And this is a dangerous spot for Seagull. Like, he is one hit away from claiming the stock, but also he is at kill percent right now. Back air, not going to connect. Waluigi staying strong in shield.
I'll say both these players have, when that's
the trade. That was in 100% intentional. Waluigi held on to Nikita, just daring Seagull to claim the stock.
And even though that move was fast and pretty safe, it's not that fast and safe.
That was a poison pill if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. But that does mean we get Seagull's counter pick. I'm trying to imagine we'll probably get something like Town. Or maybe go back to PS2, which we're seeing right now. Which I don't know how to feel about it. Once again, I feel it was very dominant on it was very determined by the lead. And we saw both games on both these players had a win on both stages. It really just was dominated by whoever got that stock first and had the lead first.
Seems like that first stock is the decision maker here. And now game 5.
Once it's
Still don't work.
I'll be fair, that actually made sense for why it didn't work, which is good. Something needs to make sense once in a while in this game. And this is just gonna be it. It's just gonna be a lot of this throwing grenades. You just ran through, but it doesn't matter because Palu dash attack.
Buttons, baby.
They're definitely both just pressing buttons.
100%. 100% right now.
How did that not one set it off? It literally even hit it. Yeah, he has to go high here, and he has to try to find a way to get around it, and just gonna go to ledge probably.
Yeah, I have to go low right there. Does get the trump here, so that is a free down smash. Waluigi trying to swing to clip Seagull. Joe running off stage to the back here, but instead Joe patient, and now look at the lead as it begins to build.
45% is not the worst thing. You know, you much rather have the percent, but it's a lead.
It might very well be enough too, as Waluigi
platform camping
cannot compel Joe in.
Like, one of the best things to do against a projectile character is actually platform camp, because most of them do not have moves that find a way to hit the platform. Like, think about it. Snake has to, like, actively cook his grenade for a bit, and then try to find a... You know, it's pretty predictable when he's going to be going to the platform. Or throwing your projectile at the platform.
Yeah, they're always reactable. And I don't think there's ever a time when... Did he get a stick?
He did get a sticky, so he's probably just... Yeah, he transferred. Okay. So this is going to be fine for... It's just going to be a lot of this. Yeah.
A lot of Waluigi desperately trying to snipe out Seagull. The Cypher armor actually bailing him out right there.
There it is.
And then he claims the stock with the transfer again.
But this, once again, here's the lead. How is...
That's aggressive by Joe.
Wait! Actually... Yeah, just going to teleport back to the mid stage. We've been seeing that quite a bit from Seagull. And that actually could have turned so south if you're Seagull. No, if you made a bad jump there, that was
just dead. Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, Palu is a well, not a fast follow, but they fall fast. So that that fair spikes for for all the fair spikes in this game is the strongest one. So of course, what's your competition like?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Mario Fair is the most prominent one otherwise.
Wait, but although he is that spot dodge going to cost him, and that's going to be the stock too. Couldn't uppy out of that one because he didn't pull it out. He was probably trying to go low to get the ledge because Seagull has not been, particularly edge guarding well. I think he maybe tried to.
Only 40% though, so just the grenade trades a couple times in a row. That's all Waluigi needed to get back into this game potentially. Has to go high. Seagull Joe tries to go for the back here, misses, but Waluigi forced to contend with explosive flames. Solid damage here from Joe, but Waluigi, more importantly, just can't get his feet set. We haven't really seen a grenade impact this neutral yet.
There's going to be more of this as he tries to cook it, but Seagull's not giving him chances to cook for long and then be in a position where, it actually will hit him, unless that just happens.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake right there, but not costing Joe too much. Gets one up air, nearly claiming it already.
This is 98% is...
I mean, the weight differential here is kind of like, yeah, Snake is about 50% heavier than Palu, but the problem is that Palu's been killing early with these up airs. Like, every attempt at a recovery is dangerous.
This is up to a percent.
You might be right, actually. Now the Snake's at rage.
That's not going to be it,
no.
But...
Next one, sir.
That's...
He got that. That was so sick. Actually banked it off the platform.
Yeah, Seagull's at the platform camping now.
Yeah, please.
It's just going to be more of this stuff, because what do you do as Snake to even get in on this? While what does Palu do to even mess it up more than just side B?
I mean, each grenade hit does what, 3%? So with 10 or 12 more of those, it'll be an even game.
That was cooking for quite a bit. Wait!
It's back air versus up tilt, baby. Both players know what they want. Who's going to get it first?
And I do imagine Seagull's going to try to catch this with a explosive
flame. Yeah.
And
now we're at the point where grenades are very nearly taking the stock. Waluigi has, like, for all my joking about it, Waluigi has, through grenades and Nikita alone, brought this back even. Both players at kill percent. Who's going to get that first hit?
back here, okay, on any side of the white side, it's definitely going to take it. Maybe not on the red, but it's a hard maybe.
They're almost doing it.
Oh, he has to watch out for the up air.
He uses up E already. He uses up E already. And he didn't grab edge.
I don't know. Yeah.
He had a grenade in his hand. He had his back facing the edge, so he didn't grab the ledge. An unfortunate, unforced error for Waluigi, and that means Seagull Joe takes it.
All right, that's me.
All right. Joe and Nick District in the run back, and y'all, unfortunately, I need to step away for a quick moment as well. We will be right back here with Losers Finals. All right, we got the run back here in Losers Finals. Nick District and Seagull Joe fought to a nail-biter of a Game 5 in winner's side of bracket here. Nick District came out on top in the end, but we'll have to see if Seagull Joe has the reversal ready. And really, basically, what we saw in that last match was that Seagull didn't necessarily feel pressured by Nick District's projectile game. Nick was getting a lot more done in neutral. And while he could be a little bit over-aggressive at times, and Seagull was easily able to exploit that, when he was like centered and playing just defensively, but not passively, it felt like Nick was able to go blow for blow with Seagull Joe. Trying to go ahead and get that deep breathing off stage. We did see in that winner's side of bracket that Nick got caught a couple times going for deep breathing really greedily. Back throw will claim the first stock to Seagull Joe, first lead of the set. But Nick coming down from the Angel platform with that deep breathing active. And this is just really one blow away from getting it up. And yeah, he wants to take it right there. Good parry right there, but can't make too much out of it. Seagull on the other side able to use the auto reticle just to basically force Nick District to respect him at mid to long range, make it so that you can't just like all the way across stage immediately go for deep breathing. Joe running all the way down there, trying to go ahead and flip that deep breathing attempt with the neutral air. Kind of just sending a message to Nick District that he cannot feel complacent off stage. Down throw into the forward air. Can't quite get the back air there. Nick used that header quite a bit in their past match too. This is a way to alter his hurt box and make it really hard for Seagull to like catch him at a disadvantage as easily. Good catch on the recovery, but can't quite do it again. And Joe taking all of his time just waiting out that deep breathing as much as possible. Forward air claims full stage control for Nick, and he does get the forward throw as well. Not quite going to clean up the stock here, and deep breathing starting to run out. Has to go ahead and land one of those killing blows now, and oh, no more deep breathing, so the dash attack comes out for Seagull, and he's threatening to go up 2 stocks fully right now. Threatening and succeeding, it appears. Palutena B and B is showing that Seagull can claim lead and extra credit quite easily. Nick is really just struggling to get any kind of a big hit right here. Finally does get the forward tilt to claim that stock. I have to stop myself. Every time a Wii Fit trainer hits that move, I want to say up tilt. It looks like it should be an up tilt. I know it's not Wii Fit's up tilt, but I still have to stop myself. And Distinct Madness in chat, 100%. We are certainly playing neutral in this matchup. This is not going to be one where either player is going to get a burst combo that's going to be like 100% and claim the stock. It is we in for that Nooch, baby. Nooch and ledge traps too. Like Seagull is finally standing strong at ledge, and he gets the down smash. He got the win box, but not the hit box. And even the win box, not enough to blow Nick District away, but the double explosive flame off stage. That'll do it. Nick slumped a little bit in his chair, it looked like at the end there. Definitely get caught asleep at the wheel, dodge one explosive flame, only to get clipped in the second. So yeah, I think we can expect to see quite a few of these matches occur on that stage. Fountain City is one of those that kind of benefits both characters. Nick District looking like a change of scenery here with Hollow Bastion being the pick for game 2. Another one of those broad stages that gives Wii Fit Trainer plenty of split time to run. But underneath that platform, Wii Fit Trainer can go ahead and chart really well with things like up air as well as up smash and up tilt. So it affords another opportunity for Nick to play a little bit defensively. Hit boxes all the way across the stage there. Seagull Joe taking Nick on a 3-hour tour, it feels like, as we are going from disadvantage to disadvantage. And just barely clipping the up B, and that's enough. Nick District, it looked like he was prepping for the tech, when instead he actually ended up losing the stock. Also, Seagull Joe with the double edge cancel? He heard me call him out for that earlier today, and now all of a sudden he's doing it every set. Good duck right there from Nick, but not making too much out of it. These air dodges, I feel like that's kind of Nick's biggest weakness, is that he's a bit predictable and air dodging back to stage. One of the best things that players can do to make that big transition when you're trying to improve your disadvantage is to just take the combo sometimes. Like every now and then, it's just good to take the damage, reset to neutral, because you know that the combo's not going to kill you. If you air dodge, it just gives your opponent the ability to read that air dodge or react to it even in Smash, and then just punish you twice as hard. We've seen that happen a couple times already to Nick this game. Good evasiveness, burning all of Palu's inbone there from Nick District. And then the back throw, and yeah, that's all she wrote. Anytime that throw is fresh, that is always the threaded edge. Nick District falling out of Palu neutral air. He is blessed by the gods, surely. Down throw into back air, but yeah, that is just not true on this character. Nick just doesn't want to put up with it? That is an odd one. So I definitely feel as though Seagull Joe, when he has that big of a lead, he becomes just a brick wall. It is really frustrating to play Seagull Joe in that spot when he can just kind of go ahead and wear you down. But I'm still surprised to see Nick, immediately just call it right there. And now Seagull Joe letting the crowd know a little bit. Nick District got to just sit there and weather it as Seagull going absolutely ham on some fool trying to talk to him in the crowd. Alright, so we are back on Town and City here for Game 3. Seagull Joe with a solid, really commanding 2 games in a row. Does Nick District have the response? So yeah, this is more of the same. A little bit of neutral right here. Joe coming out on top and landing the back air, the greedy deep breathing on that platform. Seagull never going to let you get away with that one. And Nick District in a very awkward spot to start this decisive game here. Deep breathing got burned too. Like, this is just the worst possible spot you can find yourself in. Does get the deep breathing and then immediately takes 20 damage for it with the double auto reticle. Up smash, not quite going to claim it here on this stage. Though that is something that, I mean, Nick goes for it, and the reason for that is that, like, the tip of it has invul or intangibility, one of the two. Don't count it. And so if Palo's trying to, like, land on you with an air or back air, like, you can trade on them. Back air might be invul, but if you time it properly and you have intangibility, you can win out once the invul fades away. And then speaking of invul, that dash attack and then that back air, Nick District running into a brick wall here all of a sudden. Yeah, look at that. Nick just baiting Seagull Joe to drop shield, but Joe having absolutely none of it. Follows through the platform with that up air, so that will finally claim that stock off at a 130 here. There are just so many things that Joe can use to claim Nick's stock, including that reflector. So Nick District potentially on the last stock of his tournament run. Gonna go ahead and turn it up right here as this set has been all Joe. Neutral air to forward air. Joe so far untouched in this stock. Finally, Nick landing some solid damage. And he gets a soccer ball, but just barely not killing. Joe didn't have a double jump, but he did expend the up B and managed to make it back. Nick was frames away from getting that 2-frame. Great crouch, but not able to make anything out of it again. Neutral air forces Nick into an odd spot. Again, the header bailing him out of disadvantage. Flipped again, trying to set up Explosive Flame, and Joe takes to the skies and takes the set. 3-0 Seagull Joe. Nick District, he worked so hard in that winner's side set to go ahead and make it onto winner's finals, but it just felt like Joe just was on another level right there in losers. Perhaps it was the matchup knowledge, perhaps it was an attempt to reevaluate what happened in the last set, or perhaps Joe just turned it up. Also, what's good, Nomad? See you hanging out in chat there. Always go ahead and good to see the Sova folks, or RBA Tech specifically, stopping by to check out Xanadu. So Nick District out at third, but not a bad showing whatsoever here for a man who's basically fresh off the couch, as he said, wanted to say. And what's good, Distinct, already gave you that shout out earlier on too. Yeah, always good to see the MDVA homies stopping by to go ahead and watch a little bit of The Grind. And if you are not from the region, this is The Grind. We're here every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Usually you'll see me on for Top 8. What's good, Panda? Typically, we have a secondary commentator, but I am holding it down solo tonight, so my apologies that y'all have to just listen to me prattle for 2.5 hours. Hopefully, I have not been being too annoying. So, we've got the classic right here. It has been so long since we've seen ZD versus Seagull Joe in grand finals, taking us back to the yesteryear of 2019 when these two went back and forth for the crown before Seagull Joe cemented himself as #1 in MD. And since then, my man Seagull Joe took a little bit of a break, but he is back with a vengeance today. This is a game of both characters kind of just abuse the heck out of each other the second they get that hit. The thing is that they're both really good at getting that hit. Both of these characters have phenomenal neutral, and while Palu will try to establish the range game with Explosive Flame, like Fox can just kind of laser through it. Like he is no slouch. Those lasers can rack up damage in a shockingly short amount of time. Catching out the jump right there with the neutral air and resetting the situation to ZD and trying to apply that safe shield pressure, but pulling the trigger a little bit too optimistically with that up smash, perhaps considering that Seagull Joe would jump out of shield. Back throw right here, and this is kind of the big difference maker in the matchup is can Seagull Joe make the most out of these edge guard opportunities? So far, no, and ZD very nearly killing himself, but also nearly cleaning up Joe's stock. I really dig that, like deep off-stage fair. Oh, the landing up there. I love that he's been going more for that. Like, it's not quite the chilling because he's not ending it with the up smash, but I'm still going to call it. Respect your elders. All right, a solid back air from Seagull and lands a parry on the illusion. Forces Z to recover low, but cannot beat out the Firefox. That's always a problem. Firefox is like super disjointed, so if ZD changes the angle of the Firefox, it can get relatively difficult to call it out. Relatively difficult, but not quite impossible. Joe managed to get it that time. And the tech chase with the damn illusion. Whenever Foxes start doing that, I feel like they're starting to feel themselves. Because that's one of those where if you react appropriately, it can just catch out characters from full stage. It's like, really? I thought we were done with disadvantage. I thought I had the ability to just, like, you know, stand up for myself and fight a little bit. Guess not. Digging Seagull's commitment to shield all of a sudden. It's basically shield and then the forward air, but he then ran forward with that unsafe dash attack. That's the problem, is it only takes one mistake. Fox can get these kills super easily. Dash attack unsafe on shield for ZD this time. Does manage to get the back throw is Seagull. Forces the low recovery again. Forces the straight up recovery. Great tech from ZD though, and he manages to get into that little lip underneath the edge of the stadium. Do it again. Oh. No double jump here, so awkward spot for Seagull, but just the standard get up and ZD unsafe shield pressure leads to the easy back throw. That's the problem with characters with killing back throws like that. It's like, yeah, you can go ahead and try to mash buttons to beat out the standard get up. You just can never miss. And unfortunately, ZD missed. Lots of damage right here, though, on the Seagull. This is very nearly kill percent. I want to see Seagull like get some of those, like the old school Joe would pin ZD at ledge and just hold him there for a solid minute. We haven't really seen that much of that tonight. Oh, that was a fastball. You're dead. Yeah, that was a great back air, but he had to fastball it ever so slightly to make sure it connected. And anytime you fastball with power and you're caught in that lag, you are liable to find yourself hurtling towards the blast zone. So a bit of an unfortunate end to game one right there, but Seagull Joe keeping it competitive all the way from losers out of bracket.
Stop battle. Fox, Mr. Game & Watch.
Wait, I just heard a game. What? I can't remember the last time I've seen Seagull Joe's Game & Watch. That is interesting. This is a lot of Fox complain that this is their worst matchup potentially. I can certainly see why, because Fox is basically safe. He's one of those characters where he's not plus on your shield, but it feels like he's plus on your shield a lot of the time. And the margin for error is very low against GDAX. So Seagull, losing faith in Palutena, pulls out a pocket character. We'll have to see if the counter pick is enough. So far, doing its job, juggling Joe. Problem is that you're exceedingly light. You just cannot make mistakes here. Upbeat get out of jail free card, but ZD not able to time the up smash to connect the platform, but doesn't matter because Seagull Joe messed up with that back air, and that's a free stock for ZD. Gonna get it blown up again by ZD, trying to get a couple of those optimal lasers. Now, chat, I want to take a bet with you. How many buckets is Seagull Joe going to get here? Because he could just bucket 3 lasers. I think it does like 20 damage. And there are true combos into that. Now, this is the problem, too, is that Seagull Joe, I don't know if he knows like the kill confirms this character has. There's not a ton of them. So he might just be killing off of straight hits, and I don't know if ZD's just going to give those to you. Like, ZD's playing in shield. He has a lead. He doesn't feel pressure to, like, run in. So, do you know how to get, like, the nair into down tilt confirms? Okay, eat your breakfast. Eat your breakfast, ZD. Not quite going to claim the stock, though. Neither is the turtle going to connect. The up B. Actually, that was Seagull that missed the tech. So Seagull down to full stock right here. And look at ZD's like defensive gameplay right here. He's backing off, using his feet to dash out, and allow Seagull Joe to just claim space, but kind of flail. Like he's tossing out things like neutral air and down air, and they're lingering. They last for a while, but they still do have end lag. And you can just kind of wait that out, let him approach you, and then run in and get that grab. Yeah, look at that. The back air safe on shield for Fox. And then if you want to up air, or excuse me, up B directly out of that, that's fine. Fox can just wait you out and then punish, uses airspeed to rack up a little extra damage. Breakfast is out. It's going to slow down that up B, but not quite going to kill. The patience from ZD. He's just using his movement options, waiting for Seagull Joe to just pick any kind of a hitbox. Again, the low recovery this time is going to lose to Key. Not going to kill, though. Good DI from ZD. Does he manage to get back to stage? He does, and then the full reversal as Seagull tried to go off stage to set something up there. So Seagull is starting to claw this one back, and he's doing a good job of it, too, but this is kill percent. This is up smash will kill at sub 100 against Game & Watch. Back air 2 potentially. No back air necessary though. The up smash Rodden 2 will do so. And now Seagull Joe onto his last stock. Are we going to see the counter pick of the counter pick? Are we going to see like a Diddy Kong? Or are we going to remain with the character counter picking GMs? Or go back to the Palu? Seagull taking a moment to consider his options. Looks like we're hovering over Game & Watch, so it's like, listen, you might have beaten me, but I know you weren't happy. That definitely didn't look like a fun matchup.
3, 2, 1.
But both players certainly have played against each other quite a bit, so they're laughing about it. All right, 50 damage. Oh, no, goes to the bomb instead of the up air, but still lands the up air anyway. Only 45. Not a true Game & Watch. Up B not quite going to connect for Seagull Joe. Now, the one thing that a lot of folks may not recognize is that those two like trampolinists, the folks that are like tossing and carrying Game & Watch up, there's a win box on them. So you can kind of like mess with up B's. With that, try to like drag CD away or just like mess with his angle on the Firefox. I don't know if Seagull Joe knows that because he doesn't necessarily main this character. But look at this reversal here. 56% only on Seagull. After the roll through with a good grab, and yeah, you're going for a ride, my friend. Game & Watch is certainly one of those characters that I feel has fallen a lot in prominence. Like, it felt like it was only like a little while ago where Meister was winning everything with his character, and he was like terrorizing locals. The problem is that this is a linear game. You cannot use his speed or his options to force you to do things. If you want to hit buttons, Game & Watch will demolish you. And in some characters, they need to hit buttons. They need to mash on his shield, and can't do it safely. Problem is that you just know what you're going to get out of Game & Watches. So ZD, you can see the matchup knowledge there. He's playing super patient. He's backing off, and he's picking his spots. So far, Joe just has not had the options to force ZD to actually play proactively. Low recovery again, but the key not quite going to connect. That's kind of the Game Watch special. Is just like, I'm going to go ahead and up smash and then immediately down smash because there's no end lag on this. And ZD just not, he's wise to it. He doesn't run in. Unable to get that dash attack 2 frame, but the back air. I dig that one from Joe. That one lingers quite a bit, and you can basically make it poke over the edge so that if ZD tries to like hit any kind of button whatsoever, he's going to be getting clipped by that. This is an opportunity right here for Seagull. He could easily claim that, but no. Goes high, and ZD goes low. Now, last stock situation here. Seagull has had the lead, though, and he's been playing a lot more confident with it. Solid damage here, and look at that key. Not only does it stretch underneath the platform, but it actually hits Fox, who's just standing below it. But Seagull runs in and kind of gets opened up a little bit. All right. So remember how I said that ZD knows the matchup? Well, he fell for the day 2 Game & Watch nonsense right there. The immediate up smash into the forward tilt being a quick move, and up smash having a precious little end lag. To anybody looking to learn this matchup, do not, I repeat, do not try to punish that forward smash unless you have a disjoint.
Stop battle. Fox, Mr. Game & Watch.
So running it back here onto ZD's counter pick, I'm going to assume that something like Final D was likely banned. So perhaps we'll be going something like PS2 or... No, we're running it back. That's interesting. I've seen a lot of G-dubs say that this is a good stage for them, so I am curious. How did that up smash not connect? All right, for potentially the last game of the Grand Finals, we've got Kyu back on.
Didn't know you was up here by yourself. My bad. I was playing in Redemption. I actually won.
You won Redemption bracket. Congrats. You know what that means now. We got to do Thug Finals after this.
Yeah, of course. All right, but I seen Seagull take that last game with the chair. Told that man to sit down.
he basically like he played with a lead, and anytime Seagull Joe has a lead, I feel like he's like a significantly better player. Like
yeah.
His play style lends itself really, really well to that, and Game & Watch also lends itself really, really well to playing with from the head.
Yeah. But so far, I mean, okay, that wasn't a good option. That got punished hard. But other than that, I mean, he's been playing pretty decent with this off the wall pick. I haven't seen him play Game & Watch before.
Apparently, I'm reading a little bit of chat. This is day 2 Game & Watch.
Day 2. Day 2.
Day 2, and he's in Grand Finals, baby.
Jeez. Out here trying to do it nice. Okay, hold on. That's a lot of damage there, especially for Game & Watch. You're in kill percentage.
Yeah, this is the problem with this character, is that he's so light, and he's pretty stubby, too, so the margin for error against Fox is particularly low. Can he get the edge guard? He cannot go in super deep with that turtle.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's still in he's in an okay spot. Damage could be better, but, I mean, he can...
Don't punish it. ZD, he learned. He lost that last stock because he tried to punish an up smash.
Got buried?
No, he got forward tilt instead. But that's the problem here, is now ZD's got the next level of counterplay. So the key is a really good option against Fox when you're trying to come down, but up smash beats it.
Yeah,
because you get that disjointed kicks.
I mean, to be honest with you, like truly, if he plays like the most cancerous Game & Watch ever right now, he can actually pull this back.
He's hitting a lot of buttons, which is that's getting there.
Yeah.
The problem is that ZD is just not touching his shield.
Yeah,
he's just shield grabbing.
Yeah, he's being patient. He's just waiting.
And he's not falling for that nonsense no more.
He literally hit like 3 different buttons, and he's just like, okay, I'm just
Please
gonna
punish the up smash, please. Please.
Okay.
Oh, he almost died to that. That man was at like 70 before that hit.
Okay.
There we go. No more rage then.
I don't think you need it.
All right, down throw 9. Do it.
He won't.
I mean, that's a way back.
It is. It is.
If we're being honest.
It's demoralizing.
Oh,
he just wanted it raw.
Yes. Joe understands.
Oh my God. He's a man of cancer.
Do it. Oh, no, he went for the forward throw off stage.
What? Lucky?
That's interesting. Okay.
Okay, all right, all right.
Joe knows. I respect the hell out of him.
I mean, he got the hit. All right, that's good.
Yeah, RNG's is
He tried.
not in Seagull Joe's favor.
He tried his best.
Yeah, don't go ahead and buy a Powerball tonight, my friend.
Hey, he got a 5. I mean,
Halfway there. Halfway there.
about halfway, just a little over.
Exactly.
But good stuff to ZD, clutching it out there.
So, good stuff to ZD, and thanks to all of our competitors for putting on a hell of a show. It is like 0 degrees outside, but we
Yeah,
still
it's
had 40 people here at Xanadu. So it might be a bit of a slow evening, but a lot of the old hats came by, a lot of big killers in bracket. And, yeah, definitely a fun evening.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for everybody in chat stopping by. I've already done quite a couple shout-outs there. Okay, yeah, Thalextina saying 100% he just yelled, "My Game & Watch is nice." Yes,
He did.
yes, he definitely did. He definitely
We
did.
was all in the back just like, nah, calm down, calm down.
He probably yelled that after he won the game.
He did.
Yeah.
He actually did.
He actually did?
He actually
okay,
did.
yeah. So great guess right there. All right, y'all. That is going to do it for us. If you are looking for some more Smash content, we'll be back on Sunday with extra credit, and then on Tuesday again with Smash at Xanadu, 7:30 p.m. sharp. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Kyo, thank you for hopping by on the mic a little bit. And until next week, we'll catch you then.
All right.